Okay, just checking my mic levels there. Hello everyone and welcome back to another stream of FFXIV Endwalker on our not usual Wednesday night. Usually it's Thursday nights, and this week again we're doing it on Wednesday night. Sorry for those of you who are watching the VODs. The VODs have not been coming out because I have just been absolutely slammed busy. It is summer, and that means everything is chaotic as usual, and so they will be coming out as soon as I can get to them as usual. But we are able to make it to tonight's stream, and we have no time to waste. We've got to go. Not only do we have a lot of stuff that we had to figure out about Endwalker, but I have a hard cutoff for the end of the stream. And so if you've seen me distracted before, I'm going to try very hard not to be distracted again tonight. But thank you all for joining. If you're new to the stream as watching at a VOD or something, welcome. I just want to say, hey, thank you for jumping in and listening and enjoying my reactions, I guess. Enjoying my enjoyment of the story. So it has been a very enjoyable, chaotic, and crazy story. But we're so glad that Urianger finally got a little bit of hugs and love that he has desperately needed for a very long time. I mean, not hugs from us. We don't really care that much about him, but, you know, other people care about him. So, you know, we're more on the Thancred side of things, right? We show love from a distance as we go around hugging everyone. Okay, fine. We'll give Urianger a hug, too. He's had a bit of a hard time since coming back to Charlian. But we are going to rock out to the rock out music. Somebody's got the Brickman. Harsh has got the Brickman from the Brickman event. I saw the teaser for that when I was loading in today, which is pretty cool. I have no idea what it's about, but I think you go and kill those little Brickman things. So, and now we got a cool dragon. Wait a minute. This looks a little bit like what's her name that was tied up by the Alligans. That's the attack that a bunch of the dragons did during the Dragon Song War with Ishgard. I remember them doing that on the bridge. Spin, 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 spin. Hold on tight, Harsh. All right, we're jumping in. We got lots of story to get through and no time to waste. Thou hast my gratitude for lending courage to the Loporets. Not disposed to rest on their laurels, several of our guests have elected to accompany my countrymen to their stations. Some few may still come hither seeking counsel, and so I shall remain to aid them as need be. If thou art needed elsewhere, do not let me detain thee. As a matter of fact, I was hoping you might check on Alize. Last I saw, she was struggling to carry an enormous pile of boxes out the west gate. I could go myself, but we both know whose help she's less likely to scorn. Not to mention that, with my misfortune, I can think of several other things I ought to be doing. Until later. Thancred's gonna go play Triple Triad. You know he is. He's definitely one of those guys that pulls out the Triple Triad. Twintanya from Coils. Oh! That's one of the, I think the first or second boss from the Coils. Yeah. I recognize the, like, not, I want to say necklace, but it's definitely not necklace. More like a choker. All right, we got to go the opposite direction of the direction that I'm going in. So we'll pull out our own dragon. You probably saw fair scientist maidens. You know, that it would be very Thancredian. Oh, nowhere to escape. There's a gate over here. Faster, faster. Why doesn't Rathalos spit out a flaming rock, huh? Huh? Come on. That's such a Rathalos thing to do. Burn the ground. Aethne can do it. Why can't Rathalos? It's all good. Got a lot of stuff to unlock here with the ether currents. As I said, I've just been crazy busy. But how have y'all summer been? Can you believe that it's nearly the end of the first month of summer already? It's almost over. At least a good portion of it is almost over. Halfway over. I'm sure that there's nothing exciting coming up on, I don't know, like 18 days, 19 days on the 2nd. Squeak, squeak. There's something in the box. Quick, we gotta open it. Shut the top off. Alize, I definitely wasn't trying to hit you. You're fine. I was trying to open the box up. There's something inside. Rathalos, bite through the top. You got this. Open it up. Open the box. Jake, what are you doing out here? I heard that you were carrying some very heavy boxes. Now, I don't mind if you help with the boxes, but it's far from the most exciting of tasks. Are you sure? Well, I appreciate the assistance. We need to get these to Aporia. Time is short, of course, but they're full of organic specimens and samples, so try not to be too rough with them. Alfredo should be waiting for us when we arrive. See you there. Deliver the crates. You have 3 minutes to complete the task. Should you fail... Okay, we gotta go. 3 minutes. Crate of samples. Live organic samples. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Look at those green guys. Center and Nella. We're gonna run into a monster running through here. Gotta go all the way around to the other side of the ring. But there's a chocobo station waiting for us, so... To Aporia! Time doesn't exist while waiting for Dawn Trail. There is no time. Time is a wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey bowl of spaghetti. For those Doctor Who fans. Time both goes incredibly fast and far too slow simultaneously. Alfredo! We have a box to deliver to you. Oh, you're helping with the crates. Wonderful. You can put that there with the others. Do we get a break from the music? Oh, sweet mercy. Sweet mercy, we're never going back. You have my gratitude. But how did you come to be involved in this? Well, we were just walking along and we saw a young lass in need of a hand. Well, then I suppose I have Thancred to thank as well. I didn't mention Thancred. If you're wondering why we were tasked with bringing these boxes to Aporia to begin with, well, so was I. It turns out that this is a base of operation of sorts. Those with final say as to what is included in the ship's manifest can be found here. Father included, I suspect. Something's rattling around. Don't open it. Oh, she was just putting her box down, so. That should be everything. You carried all of that at once? Are you trying to injure yourself? Oh, hush, they're lighter than they look. And not everyone has your delicate arms. I suppose you should let someone know that we finished. I can't believe that Alfredo didn't at least, like, respond in shock. Like, oh, how could you? But that's why he has these sage weapons, is that way he doesn't have to get his hands dirty. He can let his weapons do the dirty work. The Apalden is in the courtyard. We can report to him. Why don't you come along? You should get credit for your assistance, at least. Considering where we are, we might even learn something interesting. It looks like she carried 3 boxes, while we only carried 1. She's showing us up too. I guess we have weak arms as well. Weak arms and a weak constitution. Poor Chiffon. He's just so cool. Arm out the elbow. Does anybody drive like that with their arm out the window? I can do it in my Firebird that I have, but normally I'm driving less of a gas guzzler, and it's not as easy. Chocobo keep! Hit that chocobo! Just kidding, don't hit the chocobo. Just say hi to the chocobo keep. And then we gotta get our feet wet again. Again? Why are you splashing your cat? Splish, splash, taking a bath. That's some deep water too. It's up to your knees, really. The Lalas is up to their waist. A waist of good water, if you tell me, so. You're too short to drive with the arm out the window? Well, I can't relate. I can't understand. This must be Theopolton. Well, wow, thank you. Insightful, how do you say? I keep thinking that I've seen him elsewhere, but I can't for the life of me remember when. Did we see him in the school? What an interesting earpiece he's got on. Is that the same on both sides? No, it's different. Maybe he was in the council, but with the mask on? It never ends, does it? Oh, what can I do for you? We've brought samples from the Charlayan Hamlet, Series 110. The crates are by the entrance. Oh, thank you. I had expected one of my colleagues, but we are dreadfully short-handed. Just a moment. You are Fortuna's children, are you not? Alfino and Alize at your service. You are well acquainted with father, I take it? Quite. I've been friends with your parents since our days at this studium. I remember when you were yay high, waddling hither and thither. Clearly it's been quite some time since we've met. 'Tis good to see you again, wielding your father's nuliths, no less. You knew our parents when they were young? What were they like? Pray, spare no detail. I should like nothing more than to regale you. Alas, I am meant to be in charge here, and reams of paperwork want for submission. We can help with that. In exchange for the sort of stories our parents would never willingly divulge, of course. Unfortunately, I don't think you can do paperwork. Well, very well then. There happen to be 3 sets of documents in need of delivery, so how about you each take one? We are the paper boy now. Wait, Alfredo's really good at collecting firewood. Wait, right here. We could just use the documents as firewood, right? Run along now. Chocobo just dropped off. You'll find a forum representative waiting to collect these near the southernmost structure. I hope I haven't kept her waiting too long. Never mind Alfino and Alize. I'm certain they'll be back soon enough. All right. Deliver to the south. On the opposite side of here. Speed boost. Yeah, reserved representative. I beat you, Harsh. Are you not one of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? I thought you were meant to be working on the ether burner. Well, we kind of are, but we're kind of not. Have some documents. These documents will tell all. Theopolden's paperwork. I was beginning to worry he had misplaced his quill. I appreciate your help in seeing these documents to my hands at least. For your other task, pray keep this between us, but I sincerely hope you Scions succeed. The Exodus is, without a doubt, the most monumental undertaking in the history of the Forum, and so we must be circumspect in all respects. Risk is a privilege we cannot afford ourselves. At its heart, however, Charlayan has ever been a nation of the curious. It would be a tragedy indeed if we were the ones to stymie your pursuit of truth. Well, we got some fans amongst the forum. Unfortunately, we got mods that are always banning our messages, so we got a greedy, too powerful mods. Is there something we can do to further fortify our walls? No, at least not without new materials, there isn't. Need more of that Allegan tech. Axle? And he's wielding an axle, haha. That's the Ifrit weapon, isn't it, with the horns? Yeah, it's probably the one that glows too when you pull it out. Wait, do we still have the... We do. There we go. If our weapons were ones that glowed, they would be glowing now, but we don't have any glowy weapons right now. Quick and efficient. I dare say you have a talent for this work. The twins' papers only needed to be delivered to elsewhere in the facility, so they should be returning any moment. Hello, Katara. Welcome, welcome. I still love seeing y'all post in the Discord, allo, allo, because I'm always just like, it's allo, allo, just saying hi. And I'm like, why is everyone freaking out about saying hi? I don't understand. I bet it'd be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. We return with not a scrap of paperwork remaining on our persons, you will note. I mean, usually Alfino would keep a journal, wouldn't he? I think he literally has one on his outfit. You both have my thanks, and my apologies for sending you on an errand far below your ambitions. Why, even as a babe, you struggled out of your swaddling clothes and... That is quite enough of that, thank you. It was compromising stories of our parents that we'd asked to hear. To reiterate... We didn't want to hear about us, we wanted to hear about our parents. Of course, of course. I've known your father for so long, I must have something. Well, as you know, part of why the Leveilleur name garners such respect in Charlayan is your family's storied history. You two can trace your ancestry directly to those who came aboard Yumkref's Hope, a lineage few can claim. I never thought much of it myself. It's not as though our forebears founded the nation. They were simply there when it happened. Nevertheless, it has traditionally been a point of pride. 'Tis why Nunkrup's pronouncement, renounce the ways of war and pursue enlightenment through knowledge and reason, has ever been our family's creed. Until your grandfather's time, aye. Archon Louis Soir looked not to Nunkrup's words, but his deeds. He asserted in defiance of his peers that choosing to save the great and the small from the rising tides was the true mark of our founder's virtue. Perhaps it was his expertise, his knowledge of ancient prophecy and the fall of civilizations, that led him to conclude that to eschew conflict at every turn was not to consign mankind to his doom. There will ever be conflict, and calamity will follow. Thus, to ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. You remember his words well. Indeed, Archon Louis Soir lived by that personal creed, and used every means at his disposal to bring succor to those in need, Charlian or no. No one loved and admired your grandfather more than his son. Yet, Fourchereau could not reconcile Louis Soir's deeds with the philosophy of their forebears and his peers, a philosophy in which he believed so fervently, yet made a pariah of his father. Fourchereau agonized over this contradiction for much of his life. Father? A son may carry his father's blood, but his choices are his own to bear. Is it not always thus? Goodness knows Fourchereau's a cranky old goat, so I'm sure you butt heads often enough. Yet even so, you must know that you are constantly in his thoughts, every moment of every day, and that is not an exaggeration in the slightest. You should have seen him when you were born. Barely recognizable he was, and with a kind of dumbfounded grin I'd not seen since he first took a fancy to your mother. He was practically skipping when he told me the news. Take my word for it, he loves you with an embarrassing degree. Well, that's cute. But he is also frustratingly single-minded. Once he's decided that a given action is for the best, he will stay the course no matter who or what opposes him. The unstoppable force and immovable objects quandary. A profoundly annoying habit when you're on the other end of it, as I'm sure you will agree. And you've probably experienced as well. And the answer is yes, they have experienced it a couple of times. I'll say, thank you for your insight. When next we meet our parents, I shall mention that we spoke. Try not to get me in too much trouble now. I need the form on my side. Speaking of which, I ought to get back to work. I have to make sure those specimens you brought make it to their proper places, or the cranky old goat will have my hide. We can speak again later. At another time. Karinika! Endis Forges. Hail, you three! It's Graha, best boy. Graha! Surely Kokol hasn't driven you out to the forge already? For better or for worse, no. However, he has set me to a task that requires more than my single pair of hands. And here you are. I could use at least one of you, but I won't object to more. He just Pokemon ball, grabs us and takes us. Alphino, I choose you! Unfortunately, Alize and I have prior commitments, and we have delayed too long as it is. What about you, Jake? Can you spare the time? I can, as long as there's not that infernal music ever playing. Perfect. This shouldn't take too long. It's back! The infernal music, as always. I'm going to decline that for a moment just to see what Alphino and Alize say. Much as I'd like to press Theopoldin for more revealing tidbits, we should be getting back to our tasks. 'Tis strange to hear Father spoke of in such a way, but I suppose he would find your view of me no less odd. My view of you? The hero of Eorzea, the man they call Alphino? It's not an odd view at all. In the event that our, and I quote, promised heap of adamantite falls right out of the bloody sky and into my lap, Master Kokol wishes to be ready to put the proverbial hammer to anvil at a moment's notice. To fabricate these parts, however, he needs the flames in Kokol's forge to burn hotter, He sent me to increase the amount of ether being funneled to his furnaces. The flow of fire-aspected ether in Labyrinthos is regulated by an elemental reactor south of here, to which I have borrowed the key. The adjustment will require 2 people to carry out safely, but I can explain the process once we arrive. Then this is where we part ways. We'll see you in the Charlene Hamlet once the adamantite arrives, if not before. Arsh really likes the new dragon. This way, then. Twintina? Twintina. Twintina. Alright, we don't need repairs. We grabbed that, and we got the porter, so we're good to go. We're good to go. Twintanya. Twintanya. I gotta find all of the craziest ways to pronounce it. Pull our own dragon. Rathalos, right? Rathalos? Isn't it, I was gonna make a joke about the word that I always mix the 2 parts up, but unironically, I forget what the word is, so I'm probably gonna mix it up. We'll grab the ether current while we're here. Yeah, same self. That's the word I was thinking of, Lavava. Thank you. Well, we're always thinking about our same, because we're the same, our same self. We're not a different self, we're the same self. Here we are. At the fire-aspected forge, or at least where they regulate the ether current. Harsh, pick a side, buddy. The reactor is housed within this facility. I'll be the one to go inside and adjust the fire ether output. When I do, a rather large amount of water-aspected ether will issue from the vent at the top. I expect this to attract at least a few elementals, which we would both rather not be drawn into the reactor itself. Trust me. Can I ask that you put down any that draw too near? They'll pose you little trouble, I'm sure. Well, the water-aspected ether, right here if you would, is having a lot of fun. Can we have the water-aspected elemental and the fire-aspected elementals fight each other? That'd be cool. Oh, there it is. Look at the blue flame. We gotta wait down here. But Axel's waiting too. These are the same quests that we are. Wait, this is the fire aspected? I thought they were shooting water. Yeah, they're shooting water. Maybe it's because of the flames are strong, the water aspected ether then shows up in response. It's kind of like an opposites attract sort of thing. I wonder if Axel can hear all of this chaos from inside the cutscene. Survey the area. Oh, we got these big jellies over here. Wait, no, that's a fate. I saw the blue ring of the fate, and I was like, that's where we gotta go. Nope. Now everyone's in a cutscene except for me. I want to join the cutscene. We're all in it together. Are you the same man who walked into old 3 years ago? Holo, why'd you remind me? That's so long. Did everything go smoothly out here? Smooth enough. I thought as much. No major complications to speak of inside either. And the water ether appears to be venting properly. I expect Kokol to have seen a difference in his forge flames by the time I return. Since I have you, there was another matter I thought to discuss with you. Nothing terribly important, merely something I've been considering. Part of this I shared with everyone, yet you and only you have been to Elpis. As we have established, refined adamantite is a product of Allag, of the Empire's twilight years, in fact. It was a material which saw much use as part of the Allagans' efforts to extend beyond the boundaries of this world, Dalmond, of course, being the most prominent. Of those who would push further, expand Allag's empire to encompass the heavens and the stars above, perhaps the greatest was its infamous technologist, Aemon. We recognize that name because he was the one at the top of the tower, right? Aemon wanted to travel the Sea of Stars. Did he remember his life as Hermes? Interesting. I forgot that he was a fragment of Hermes. Wonder what Graha's thoughts on that is. I believe he had his own reasons. There's no evidence to suggest that he retained memories of his former life. He only joined the Ascians once the Empire was all but dust, as you know. If not his memory, though, what drove him to pursue the idea with such fervor? This may seem far-fetched, but what if souls, like minds, have a personality, so to speak? A natural disposition towards which they are inclined. We know with relative certainty that it was the gross decadence and inexorable decline of Allag that moved Aemon to resurrect Emperor Zandi. It was the guy at the very top that we fought before Minfilia got stolen by the Void. The Empire's people spoke lightly of death and destruction, experimenting on those they deemed beneath them to fill the emptiness in their hearts. Remember the story about him putting the horse's head on the dude? Or the donkey's head on the dude? In facilitating Zandi's return, Aemon provided these languid souls with the means to free themselves from the mire of their own indolence. Or would have, had not Zandi been convinced by his own death that life itself was meaningless. Aemon's desire for his countrymen to conquer the heavens could only be a means to the same end, to instill the people with new purpose. Like Hermes before him, Aemon was appalled by those around him who lived, but could never bring himself to believe that those lives were devoid of meaning. Aemon was appalled by how those around him lived, but could never bring himself to believe that those lives were devoid of meaning. Yeah, it's like, I don't like what y'all are doing with your lives, but that still doesn't mean that there's actually no purpose to life. Versus Zandi, who did see life as being purposeless. And both of them sought that meaning, that hope in the distant stars. Oh, wait, what? Minfilia didn't get snatched during the Crystal Tower raids. That was Yune and Doga, and Nero jumped in after them. Oh. Yeah, I definitely am getting my storylines mixed up then. I thought for sure Minfilia was the one who got kidnapped. Your princess is in another castle. But no, yeah, okay. I do remember Nero. We haven't actually talked to Nero in forever, just like we haven't talked with Sid in forever. I thought for sure that with this whole thing, Sid would have shown up because he is like our research dude. But no, we should have left Nero in there. Remember he was turning into purple crystal something or other and he just barely got out? Such is my theory anyway. Ultimately, it is the consequences of their actions which matter. Their motives are of no moment. Their motives are of no moment. And yet, to reach those stars on wings of adamantite, to travel to the ends of creation and beyond, the promise of hope everlasting, that much I do understand. But enough musing for now. Why don't we see how Kokol is getting on? So if all souls, even if they're fractured, share a similar kind of heart intent. Yeah, see, this is giving us the excuse to go this way and shortcut around the outside of the ring. We still haven't gone to the center of the ring yet. These are just viewing areas, these little half circles. you'd need to have an actual elevator take us down. Logisticon Gamma. We did the trial to rescue her. Okay. So similar but different. Yeah, I'm thinking of when Nabrales, Nabriels, I think is what I used to call them. Kidnap Minfilia. So she did get kidnapped. I just was off on when it was and who it was. I mean, 3 years is a long time, so. Come on, you know that Sid is glad that Nero's still hanging around. There'd be a tiny part of Sid's soul that would be upset that Nero got eaten by some void monsters. I'm not saying that, you know, that little part of his heart would have been sad for long. It just would have been sad for at least a little bit. Like, oh, I'm slightly sad. I'm not sad anymore. Ooh, what? Yeah, Dialani? Yedilani. Dialani. It's like Dialani, but Yedialani. Yedialani. I did thoroughly brief Kokol on refining Adamantite's history. I only volunteered to go to the reactor because I was finished and there was little else to do. Hopefully that dispels any misapprehensions that I was kicked out for prattling on. My assumption is that you would never be kicked out anywhere because you're best of boys, so. We skipped a current Lilina? Lilina right here? Oh, we skipped an Aether Current. Yeah, y'all can go back and get it at any time. Anytime. Karinika, it's alright. We will miss you too. Woohoo! I can feel those flames ablazing from here. Glad you found someone capable, Graha. But there's not much left for you lot to do. Unless you can conjure up that refined adamantite any faster. Well, maybe we just can. Alright, everyone. There's only one way that we're going to get that adamantite here faster. It's time for the bee's knees dance. Come on. Drop that adamantite. Drop that adamantite. Drop that adamantite. Drop that adamantite. Graha, you too. Drop that adamantite. Instead of the ring dance, is the adamantite dance. The only way, really. No, Critica's just saying that they couldn't be on the stream with us. I do trust you to deliver on your promise. I do. Only... Oh, I hate waiting. I want that adamantite and I want it now. We share your impatience, I assure you. Is there nothing else we can assist with in the meantime? Oh, I wish. The sin about's almost unbearable. Pity the forum frowns on recreational explosions. Well, so long as I can't prove it was premeditated. Get you gone. I have mistakes to make. In that case, I suppose I shall go and return the key to the reactor. I'll have one more look to make sure that nothing's gone wrong, unintentionally or otherwise. I'm certain there are better uses for your time, however. I will join you in the Charlene Hamlet anon. Oh, I thought we were gonna summon the adamantite. We didn't dance enough. We'll do better. I'm so sorry. We'll do much better. Ain't smoke rising from the building behind me. Any smoke rising from the building behind me will be entirely unrelated to what I didn't say. Got it? He's just gonna go blow up some stuff. I mean, when you got nothing else to do, might as well. Who do we want to talk to next? So many people, so little time. Oriange? If you wait here, your companions are bound to turn up sooner than later. Sure, we'll await our companions. Oh, Oriange, why don't you come to me? We're waiting around forever. Karinika is gone for forever. This is good
All set,
music.
I take it.
We finished what we could, delivered supplies, tracked down escaped animals, trivial tasks as they may be.
That's enough, don't you think? If there was anything more important still undone, that would be a problem in itself.
The vessel is essentially ready for departure. All that remains is to load the final batch of supplies and see everyone on board. Once we've readied the ether burner, that is.
But that's all we have waiting for us.
Ah, had a feeling we might find you all here.
Our consultations with the Loperites, too, have run their course. Pleased I am to say that our researchers' concerns have, for the most part, been allayed, though some insist on making adjustments to the very end.
I mean, I would. I don't care how many times I've checked this thing. I'd check it 1,000 times more.
Livingway and her peers have graciously offered to stay and keep the people company, lest any lingering queries go unanswered.
All that remains is to wait for the refined adamantite.
I got confused. Critico as on the first Scion to die in Endwalker. I was like, wait, who died in Endwalker yet? And then just above it, just started, Critico is missing. And I was like, oh. Well, Critico will be slightly missed. I mean, just a little bit. Definitely will be missing out on all those savage raids, so. You just gotta wait for the adamantite. Is it here?
Alphano, are you there? It's me, Cryo.
Cryo!
The special delivery has arrived. Round up everyone and come to the harbor at once.
I hope they're all here.
Speak of the devil. Let us go at once.
Why would they have the phrase "speak of the devil," huh? Like, we know why we have it here on Earth, but, in there? On Eorzea?
Forgive the intrusion, Master Fortuner. I bring urgent news. A great commotion has broken out in Scholar's Harbor. Your presence is requested with all speed.
Krinika, you be greatly missed. Just ain't the same without you. Next time you show up, though, bring a hat. Imagine playing the entire game with the little lady hat, because it's the only hat that Buns can wear.
Oh.
That's a lot of stuff. Is that Sanu? Oh, that's awesome.
I'm sure it's very important, but we cannot accept these without the proper permits.
Why the 12? Surely, these can't all be.
Oh, yeah.
Bleeding hellfire. They're bringing them by sea and by air. All these folks in these crates.
Showing up on your doorstep.
And more on the way. Got your adamantite right here. A bigger haul than any of these sorry bastards brought, and that's no lie.
We brought the most. No, we brought the most.
Yes, because you were charged with seeing the shipments from Gridania and Uldar here, along with your own. Give credit where credit is due.
Sounds like the sorry whinging of a sore loser.
Sore loser.
Ain't no way a scrawny whelp like you took a dozen steps inside a Dalamon shard.
Oh, Sakard, you're asking to be punched.
I'll have you know, I went all the way to the entrance. Furthermore, 'twas my contacts that enabled us to enlist the cooperation of the Sky Pirates.
All the way to the entrance. Wow, Emmeline, I'm so proud of you. That's so brave.
Left you outside so you wouldn't get anyone killed, did they? Well then, credit where credit's due. You did a right fine job sitting on your ass. Take that back. Make me.
Oh, that's hilarious. I will not stoop to your level.
My, what a grand welcome party.
Hi, Hancock. Been a minute.
And Soroban. We come bearing relics both sacred and elegant, as well as a few other gifts that may be of help, to be presented with best wishes from the Eastern Alliance.
It's great to have friends in all sorts of
I
places.
myself have come with a sacred relic of Rayson Temple. 'Twas passing fortunate that Senri's dango craving brought us to Kugane. We arrived precisely as Hancock was making his arrangements.
Senri's dango craving. Remember? Dango! Little
Upon
rice balls.
learning of your need, we made haste back to Hell's Lid, with our dango, never fear, and consulted with the
No, it's a
other
fruit, right?
auspices. All consented to the lending of Tenzin's legendary Phoenix Blade for this noble cause.
Yeah, I think dango's like a little
and
fruit.
Seiryu were nevertheless worried that it might be lost in transit, however, and insisted upon accompanying me to Onakol, where I had intended to entrust it to our Confederate allies. I thought instead to give it over to Hancock when we chanced to cross paths yet again. But alas, Seiryu remained ill at ease, and ordered me see the blade into your hands personally, or die trying.
We did, of course, need quite the impressive vessel to get it all here in time.
That's the theater.
Fortunately, our majestic associates have been more than helpful. 'Tis an honor to join the Warrior of Light on another adventure, they tell me.
Now, I wonder if you hadn't done those raids, what he would say instead, where he's just like, we just had to, you know, borrow this Garlean ship for a little bit.
It is all wonderful to hear, but what of the extraordinary cost? I shudder to think of the ransom we must pay for such a bounty.
Oh, they just admit it? He doesn't even make a mention of it?
Not for your coin purse, young Alphino. Lord Lolorito looks ever towards the profits of the future, and thus the East Aldenar Trading Company went to some lengths to reduce the financial liability. And since the Scions funded the entire venture, not a gill need be rendered up in compensation. Everything is already yours.
What?
We funded the venture. When?
Don't let the name fool you. This coin keeper knows a thing or two about spending.
Tataru! Or Tataru.
When it comes to capital investiture, a sprinkling of gil here and there will not do. You need enough savings to make waves when it really counts, which is why frugality is paramount.
Unlike Alphino spending far too much on a certain blade.
We also have the benefit of a generous patron. Generous being rather an understatement. She has supported us from the shadows since the very founding of the Scions. We even had coffers to fill.
Mother!
Wow! Oh, that's awesome. That's where all my money was going.
I remain, of course, an entirely neutral party. I simply thought our family's coffers were needlessly full.
Oh man, this whole time I thought you were buying dresses, and I thought that you were, you know, taking vacations. Then instead I find out that you were funding my children and were just running around the planet causing chaos everywhere. What have you been doing, honey? This is why we have to have conversations. That's awesome. That is really awesome. I was running through my head, I was like, it wouldn't be Nanamo, would it? Because from like Uldah's perspective, Nanamo is always trying to handle the Uldan finances. And then there was like the white dress, and I was like, I don't know who this is. It's definitely not Nanamo.
We can hardly take them with us on your teeny tiny toy boat, now can we? And would be a shame to leave all that hard-earned wealth unspent.
Might as well use it. If you didn't do the Sky Pirates to show some random Ashgardian guards instead? Wow. Okay, so then my question is, do have I missed something, which is okay if it is, but just let me know if I miss a particular cutscene because of not having done some content. Because I know there's a lot of content that I haven't done, but I like to try to get most of it. Just a little bit? Ah, okay. So I got most everything, but not quite everything. That's all right. I'll just have to live with it.
Waste not.
Waste not, want not. All of our friends are here.
Did you manage so much in so short
Well,
a
not all
time?
of our friends, but a lot of them.
We expected word to reach only a fraction of our allies.
Did I not tell you I have my ways?
Telepathy.
Erenville, you were involved too.
Oh, Erenville's everywhere.
I received a letter from Cryo after we parted ways in Labyrinthos. She explained what the Scions were trying to accomplish, and why you might soon require the services of the Gleaners, spread across the world as we are. I pray you do not interpret this as a betrayal of Charlotte. I accept that the Forum's aim in pushing us to our limits was to preserve what knowledge we have, and I bear you no ill will for it. Yet, in collecting that knowledge, what I came to appreciate most about our star is that there remains so much we do not know. That is why I chose to help the Scions, to combat the obliteration of those countless undiscovered wonders. I held no illusions that they would be less demanding taskmasters. Though, rest assured, if I had, I would have been sorely disappointed.
Great accent.
To make a long story short, the whole of the guild ship cooperated to ensure your call was heard far and wide.
There's Sid! Oh, yeah. Oh, and Nero.
What's this about a ship that can fly to the moon?
About time you showed up, Sid. Been way too long.
Sooner. The one time you don't beg my aid, your problem's a bloody ship that can fly to the moon.
Sid, you brought the team.
And some more Scions to boot.
Of course. Garland Ironworks' finest. You need only point us towards my new favorite ship.
And it's Alpha and Omega that are here too. We haven't seen them in forever.
Oh, I nearly forgot. We stopped by Whirlwind before coming here and picked up a package from Gaius.
Did his voice actor change? It sounds slightly different.
He's still of the mind that actions make for better penance than words, contrite or otherwise. So we offer none of the latter.
And it may also just be that we haven't heard Sid in so long that his voice is sounding odd to me.
What he sent is an Allegan relic Valen's used in his weapons experiments. Has a fair bit of refined adamantite in it too.
As you like us not suspect, we've also brought adamantite for Mordona's Dalamud shard. I admit to some consternation upon first receiving Kryl's message. So few Scions remain at the Rising Stones now. Far too few for such an expedition. However, the Gleaners were able to secure us reinforcements. Idleshire's treasure hunters, not least among them.
Okay, is that his accent, or have I been saying Idleshire wrong this whole time? I could swear there was Idleshire, and now you're telling me that it's Idleshire? I think that's his accent. It could be me, though.
I know. The Gobbyfrog fought. Slowfix's gratitude for the safe return of his daughter has not waned, and he gathered his kin to our side with an astounding quickness. The clash between their machina and the Allegan defences was a sight to behold. I wager even you would have been impressed by the magnitude of the gobby booms.
The gobby booms.
Fascinating as all this is, I fail to see how it explains your presence here. Does Razat Han not have more pressing concerns?
They have some stored up.
Yet averting the final days would be the most expedient solution. That, and I am indebted to you.
No, you're all right.
Though they chose to take their leave of Thavnair, those you saved in Galimund remain my people. My gratitude is beyond words.
I suppose that is fair.
That I aid you in kind. If in the doing we bring salvation to others of this star, so much the better. You will recall that I spoke of my father, Midgard Somur, and his journey across the great expanse.
Oh, yes.
As he traveled betwixt the stars, his resplendent scales drank of the ether in those nigh empty surrounds, and imparted to him the strength to persevere.
Oh, do you have one of his scales?
Thinking they might further your cause, I called out to my kin for consent. Ashdaya's answer was silence, as ever. Tiamat and Hrisvelgre, however, responded favorably to the suggestion. My sire, too, stirred from his slumber long enough to speak and say, very well.
He's still alive! I mean, we kind of knew that he was still alive,
Thus have
but...
I brought you his own worm scales. Fit them to your purpose, and seek a worthier fate for us all.
That's so crazy.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone else so familiar with the unique properties of dragon scales. So I invited myself along.
Look at me, this is so unbelievable. I've gone right back round to believing it again. Get a 6% gain in efficiency. With all these goodies, we could get 7, no, 10, no, 14 bleeding percent.
14!
Think of how far we could go. What we could do with that much power. What we could blow up.
I love him. I love him so much.
Duly convinced, then it must be true. In which case, the science end of the bargain has been fulfilled. Would you not agree?
Well, and he was just talking about all the things that we could do, how far we could go, and we're like, yes, because we need it to go to the end of the universe. So it better go really, really, really far. Mitty woke up from his short nap. No. He's so angry. Is he finally going to be nice to them? Finally, in front of his wife. It's almost snarky. Yes, father. You have something to say?
I know not what you seek of Hydaelyn, nor for what purpose you would take command of our ship. Yet this much is certain. To do so will be to dictate the fate of this star and the lives upon it. The lives of each and every creature, in their magnitude and their fragility. Do you understand? And are you prepared?
Okay, I can see that. It's not that he's angry. It's that as a father, and especially to his children, who are still young, the idea of the weight of the responsibility that they have to carry if they're going to take over the ship, and the magnitude, as he says, the magnitude of what it is that they're asking to do. And it's one thing, and I think I actually can not really relate as much as just understand from a concept level that it's one thing for people to be like, I'll do it. I volunteer. It's I volunteer as tribute. I'll take that on my shoulders. I'll take the weight upon myself. I'll take the responsibility. I'll take the succeeding, but mostly the losses, and I'll carry the burden of whatever this task is. But it's another when you have to step back and let go of it and let somebody else take the burden. And that's really, really hard to do, especially if it's your own children. And it's like, do you truly understand what you're asking of not only me, but of the whole world? And sometimes I think in those cases, it's like, no, I don't understand, but I'm going to do my best anyway. You say, I've got a lot. And
we have seen and we have felt how much each life shapes this world. And so we are determined to abandon none. We understand what is at stake, and we are prepared to bear this burden.
I think you could probably say that we understand what's at stake as much as we can, understand, because the human brain is always going to be kind of limited in that regard. I'm also just now noticing there's like an A on all of the sage weapon things. Is that like etched for Alfino? Did they re-etch it? Was it F before? And now it's you go from an F grade to an A grade. Sorry for sidetracking that for a second. I just thought it was like, I've never seen that before. No.
I will bear it with you. I beg you, share your struggles with me. As family.
He's accepted them back as family again. He's no longer disowned them.
You grasped my fingers with such tiny hands the day you were born. I thought my heart might burst. It was love and happiness beyond expression. Overwhelming. And a conviction so powerful that I trembled with something close to rage. I had heard the final days foretold. I swore to myself then and there that I would not let them steal your futures. The great exodus would succeed, must succeed. No sacrifice or sin was worse than the alternative. If anything gave me pause, 'twas mine own father. The Archon Louisoix openly decried Charlian's policies, a perspective which I regarded with increasing disdain as I grew older. Yet even as part of me thought him a fool, perhaps I also hoped that he, of all people, would devise a brilliant means to save my children. A naive hope, but stubborn enough that I could never bring myself to keep you apart. No, that was his doing, when he perished at Cartano. As we pulled that twisted slab of Dalamud from the sea, I remembered the warmth of your newborn touch. Chastened, I vowed never again to suffer any interference in my mission to protect you.
Even if it was you that was in my way.
Yourselves wished otherwise.
Yeah, exactly.
Detest me, fight me tooth and nail. I would suffer it, and more, and be satisfied so long as I could force you onto the ship. I was wrong. You two have grown so much stronger and so much wiser than I dared dream. You have earned the right to walk your own path, and already begun to do so.
Good. Because there are things we care about, and people we love, and none of them is replaceable. Not a one.
And what's what he's kind of coming to terms with is the fact that he was willing to sacrifice everything to save them, and they're willing to sacrifice everything to save the things that they love and care about as well. And so it kind of is well, if you would do all of this for us, why weren't you allowed to do all of this for everyone else as well? And that's the problem with children growing up, is they get their own opinions and their own cares and loves and interests. And
It's been an easy journey for you to have come so far.
We shall be glad to acquaint you with the finer details someday, once this danger has passed. All that we have seen and heard, that we have felt and learned in our travels.
See, hear, feel.
Ours is not a kind world, but it is beautiful. Always.
Oh no. Are you quite sure that's wise? After all, someone turns pale and flees the room when he sees so much as an envelope containing word of your adventures.
That was then and this is now.
If he learns what you were really up to.
Amelians.
Do you have to be so rude? I like that his hair is a little more pale yellow, but they got their mom's hair that's like that stark white.
Though I have wronged my children most gravely, I owe you an apology as well.
It's almost a thing with white hair when nearly everyone here that our main characters have white hair, or at least, you know, white to gray hair. And there's literally only two. The redheads. The gingers. Those without a soul. That's really funny. Urianger is kind of the middle one.
It was the Scion's influence that made them so keen to charge headlong into danger. Yours, in particular.
I mean, we are slightly to blame because we kind of charge headlong into danger.
Together with the many fine people gathered here today.
Alpha and Omega, it's so cool.
In which case, I hope you continue to guide them.
If we've finished loitering about the harbor, might I suggest we put our plans into motion? People are beginning to look confused.
We have definitely spent a long minute chilling here.
Words ere they resume the tedious lugging of cargo. You have no small number of friends and admirers here after all.
Oh, great. Speech. We're not ready for a speech. Our one speech is, Sid, it's about time you showed up. God. Don't suck and brush your teeth. Lend us your strength. Our moment of triumph is close at hand. Oh, I don't want to make promises I can't keep. I love the lend us your strength because it's their strength that keeps us going forward. That to me is excellent. We're ready for the dun dun. Lend us your strength. Can you make the music any more epic?
Your assistance is appreciated. Now, in an orderly fashion, if you please.
Misfits and rabble, all of you. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Remember, nothing bad happens in Endwalker. All right? Nothing bad. Oh, everyone's gone. We were going to talk to them. I wanted to talk to Sid and see how Alpha was doing. Quee, quee. Aw, so disappointing. That's all right. We'll catch up with them later. Taru, my throat hurts from directing so many people in Labyrinthos, but that only proves we got our money's worth. I think you did an excellent, excellent job. I apologize for not informing you earlier of Aaronville's involvement. He was something of a contingency plan. Thank goodness we had him and his fellow gleaners to hand, though. It would have been monstrously difficult to locate Sid and transport the Hainish delegation here otherwise. I mean, we haven't seen too many gleaners out and about, but how cool would it be to just be like walking through one of the cities and NPC gleaner with that backpack, you know, on his back just kind of wanders by, but you only see those NPC gleaners if you're at this part of Endwalker. I had no idea how massive a weight it would be until he lifted off my shoulders. But more importantly, his words were an affirmation that the path we walk is the right one. A part of me might have been satisfied so long as my family and friends survive the final days. But to save this star is what we all want most of all. And if those same people believe that I can see it done, Who am I to say otherwise? Come what may, I will fight for this world of ours until the very end. That's the spirit, Alize. Though, out of everyone, I definitely didn't expect her to be quick to give up. She's basically a, look, I take you down or I die trying. You know, there's no other option. I cannot wait to see what our friends from the Ironworks do with this ship. They're probably going to paint it white and then put their giant, symbol all over it, as they usually do. If I never see another crate again, it will be too soon. Thancred, you tired of just carrying stuff around? Who is that? Mesdi? The time has come to claim our prize. Are you prepared? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hi there, Mesdi. You just came running past. Meow. But I guess to be fair, you don't see any of the NPCs, do you? So you're kind of like, I don't know where you are. Unaided, we Scions would never have gathered such a bounty. Refined adamantite, relics sacred and ancient alike. I find myself quite overcome. It's not just you. Lise sent a letter along with Gridania's contribution. It seems she traveled there to aid in their adamantite recovery. Evidently, journeying to Gridania was quite the trial, as was getting into the Dalman Shard, as was reaching its depths. I suspect she will have a few kind words to say about the Alligans when next we meet. Lise has never been one to mince words, ever. So, it, well deserved, I'm sure. Though, she might have something to say about Graha's red eyes, the Alligan eyes. The red eyes of Alec. Mesdi, you look even cooler with the bird on your shoulder. Look, you're just so cool. Way too epic. It's like the bird belongs in your shoulder. We finally managed to clear the harbor, which means the rest is in the engineer's capable hands. Meanwhile, Father has issued us an invitation. As was agreed, he will reveal the means by which Hydaelyn may be contacted. We are to meet him at Aporia when we're ready. Given the vital knowledge she holds, I suggest we leave without delay. It transpires, however, that the Forum's method for speaking with her is not without risks. I'm curious to hear what those might entail, but regardless, be warned. Many of those who arrived with the Adventite have offered to stay and see any remaining tasks that need doing. The Forum has already asked for my assistance in overseeing the process, so you needn't worry about a thing. I mean, if Tataru could fund and build an entire airship by herself, she could definitely get this whole thing done. We're in safe hands now. Like Goodyear, we're in safe hands. Thank you, Tataru. We're off to Aporia then. I don't think we have the birdie. Minion guide. At least not the one with the 2 tails. We have a couple of different birdies, but not that one. Like we get this one, the little blue bird, but I don't think that one sits on your shoulder. We have the road sparrow. A couple others. Tengu doll. And we got the Torgal pup. We'll summon the pup again for a minute. He's just so cute. I told you, Holo, no distractions. No distractions. We don't get distracted here, all right? We're very focused. Aporia! We're straight MSQ all the way. I think we've been making good time. It feels like we've done a lot, and it's only been an hour. Jake, I have already shown the others inside. You will want to speak with Claire Elaine. She has the key to the lift and can send you down after me. We can't go with you? Inside, everyone, before you get wet. Ugh. Shake off all the water. Oh, that's true. Do I need any gear repaired? We haven't really fought much of anything, so yeah, condition 100%. But once we fight something, you're welcome to repair it, so that way it gets, like, super repaired. Super repaired. Though, to be fair, we could open up all this gear and see what this is like, right? We're only missing... I guess we could... Well, no, we don't always get the headpiece, right? Because it depends on... we have to usually do some quest for the last piece of the gear. Let's open up all of these and see what it looks like real quick. I think it's better than the gear we currently have on. We may end up just glamming it. So we might run back outside if we need to glam it real quick. Whoa! What? We need to save. Try on. Try on. Try on. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I see how it kind of is steampunky. It's dyeable too? Oh, but the shoulder piece stays bronze. Okay, interesting. Man, but I still really like... I like this chest piece. Okay. Oh, and that gives you the shoulders as well, doesn't it? Oh, man. But this comes with a cape. You can't say no to the cape, man. You can't say no to the cape. And so even if we dye these pants... Oh, that's just the pants up there. The boots. Oh, no. Go back. Go back. Dye the boots. Yeah, the bronzy still stays. If we dyed it the gunmetal black... No, it just looks like we're wearing leather leggings then. Ah, man, if we could get the bronze to be black, like the black silver of the sword and stuff, that'd be so sick. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and actually equip all the gear. Enjoy it briefly. I will probably end up putting this in my glam chest because it is a really sick outfit if we ever wanted to go kind of a bronzy color. We could probably also go green with it, like the green and bronze would look good. But we'll come out here and we'll glam it because it is better gear than we currently have on. So, gear set, glamour plate. There it is. And we still may end up playing with glamour stuff at some point. We're getting such high 4K definition gear. It's awesome. All right, now we're ready to send to the lower levels. I'm curious from you all, which of the 3 speeches did you do? Oh, we're back into the rain. Here, Fortuno, I've got an umbrella for you. There you go. I wonder, would we be holding this in a cutscene if we did? That'd be really funny. From here, we proceed to the heart of Labyrinthos and its most closely guarded secret, Thaumazian. It marks the beginning and end of our efforts, whence we delve to seek audience with the star, and whence we will embark on our journey to the heavens. This way, if you please. Is this rain foreshadowing? Oh, we're here in the center. I said we were going to need to take a lift to get down. Labyrinthos. Whoa. I bet this is so cool to fly around. Umbrellas don't show up in the cutscenes. How funny would it be, though, for us to be going, oh, what? Oh, no, why did it go to a cutscene? I wanted to see it. Ah, I walked in a little bit too quickly. Yeah, this is my face. Dun, 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 dun. I told you Sid was gonna paint it white. To be fair, most of Charlie and stuff is white anyway, so, you know, maybe they painted it white, but definitely Sid's motif. Wow, how are they gonna pack everything on that? I thought it'd be way bigger. I bid you welcome to Thamazine. Direct your attention toward its center to behold the ark over which we have long labored. Well, to be fair, it might be just way bigger than we expect, and it's just way off in the distance. As you can see, it was designed as a medium-sized craft, the better to reduce fuel consumption. Miniaturizing magics have been applied to its interior to ensure that the thrust-to-weight ratio does not place too great limitation on its freight capacity. What? Miniaturization? The ether burner, as you know, has been removed for further modification, but we shall reattach it soon enough. I have received word that Kokol and several of your allies are working on it with an intense fervor. They are sure to see it done. 'Twas by their expertise that many a prior disaster was averted. If anything, I fear they will not afford us much time for speaking with Hydaelyn ere they finish. Oh, there's like an engine in the background right there. Point taken. Let us move on. I must warn you again, however, that even with the benefit of our device, to treat with her is not a simple feat. We have the Echo, though. That should help. Need 10,000 trips, taking 2 people at a time. They started the cutscene too quick. Look at this thing. It's a beauty. On initial first glance, it seemed a little like Mass Effect. Mass Effect D? Can I say that? But, I mean, I loved the Mass Effect games, and I had a sick ship in it, too. But this one's got, like, the Allegan LEDs. And not RGB enough. A little too stuck on the blue. I'm curious to know more about the miniaturization stuff. Like, do we get miniaturized when we're on the inside? Everything gets turned on? Is it like a TARDIS? Is it bigger on the inside? It literally might be like a TARDIS, actually. I ask you to divide the inspection duties amongst yourselves. I shall begin over there. And I shall start there. Then I'll inspect this section, Ribbit. Do they all depart? I shall inspect nowhere. No thoughts, no opinions. This is Holo. This is the mask that you had when you were in the mech with the little microphone and stuff. All clear to commence orbital strike. All right, no distractions. We said no distractions. You feel it too, don't you? The ship is impressive, but it pales in comparison to the vast primordial power beneath our feet. Beneath our feet? I didn't even look down. Whoa! What? Oh, I can't even get a good picture. I bet you have to take, like, the lift down. What the heck? Okay, what is that? Primordial power beneath our feet. They found the eyes again! They found Nidhogg's eyes! We didn't get rid of them! Could seem enchantments most advanced have been woven into the ship's very bones. Wilfson and Blowida were doubtless called upon for their expertise in teleportation magics. It was the Allegans who first combined the mechanical and ethereal sciences into a revolutionary discipline. Given that the ship is nothing short of a technological marvel in that precise vein, Allegan's salvage should suit it well. I doubt this is what Arenville meant when he said that there remains much we don't know, but I still can't believe everything that was hidden underneath the city this entire time. And it seems like there's still more. If meeting Hydaelyn proves difficult even for the Forum, then perhaps I... Oh, it is an unformed idea at this phase, I'm afraid. I will duly inform you if anything comes of it. Oh, is she hoping that she could talk to Hydaelyn again? Because Hydaelyn took over her before. We must learn of Hydaelyn's greater plan. We can only hope that she also knows the current location of Meteon. And we can do neither if we do not focus on whatever trial awaits us within. Oh, there's a trial. Bad time we had another trial. I can well imagine the zeal with which they're working on the ether burner, and all I can say is that I'm glad we have something to do other than get in their way. Once it's ready, we'll see it that the ship is put to good use. To think how many generations labored for this end, and that we aim higher still. We must spare no preparation, and that means speaking with Heidelin, no matter the cost. I have done what I can to impress upon you the gravity of what lies ahead. Are you prepared? Oh, there's our hat. No. I mean, yes, we're definitely prepared. We'll do whatever it takes. Oh, wait. Okay, that's actually a pretty sick hat, even for this current outfit. I don't know, man. Do we go hat? Do we go hat? I'm definitely equipping it. But, like, we never go hat. Is this a hat that we go? What if we put the visor down? Oh, we get a monocle? What? It's like a pirate ship monocle. Steampunk pirate Captain Jake Kelton. I wish it wasn't quite so low. Like, we can barely see our eyes. I'm gonna hat off for now, but I do like that hat a lot. It's really cool. Very steampunk. We'll make for the lift at the center of this chamber. Come. Yeah, see? That's what I thought. We were gonna go down that center lift to the primordial power at the center. No mounts here. We don't want to accidentally startle any of these scientists who are doing good work. Whatever work it is that they're doing. Hacha! That literally looks like space itself down there. They have like a mini star reactor. This is the beginning of your favorite part of Endwalker? Oh man, is this 6th zone material? It's been mind-blowing this whole time. Again, I want to know, like, is that... Oh, we can't even stand up here. Is this... I gotta know if it's bigger on the inside. It's gotta be TARDIS. We just talked to everyone, so I think we're gonna not worry about it this time. But maybe this is the one time we missed the super important information. As you all know, alongside our physical world exists an ethereal plane, what we refer to as the ethereal sea. At the heart of the star, the physical and ethereal are one and the same. Thus, the deeper we go, the easier it becomes to pass between said planes. We utilize this principle in constructing the Antitower, and once more here in Thalmazine. I wonder if in the Antitower, it has like, it's a giant cave, right? But we didn't really look down so much to like see the swirl of whatever it was that was down below, did we? But I bet they dug super deep there too. Oh, here we go. No sooner did the Forum decide that an exodus from the star would be necessary than it began to work on this facility. A work culminated in a device that allows us to peer deeper into the ethereal sea than ever before, in search of Heidelin's ever fainter echoes. I mean, you could just talk to us. We got the echo. No, it's not the anti-scope. Itioscope. The Itioscope. And you communicate with her through this device? For a time, yes, but since the 7th Umbral Calamity, it has been rare to hear even a whisper. If you wish to reach her, you must journey closer to the center of the star than we have ever dared, beyond the Itioscope. Even so, I make no guarantee that you will find her, nor of your safety. Not so deep in the ethereal sea. We understand. But if we are to deliver this world, we have no choice but to try. Just attach a bungee cord to me. I'll jump. And if I, get lost, it'll just bounce me right back up. I know. I only wish we could do more than observe your progress from afar. The Itioscope's ocular lens, by which we may peer into the ethereal sea without placing ourselves at hazard, lies above us. Through it, we can watch and guide you. In those swirling depths, there are pockets of ether so dense and turbulent that they can unravel one's soul. If we determine that you are at risk of coming into contact with such a pocket, we will recall you with teleportation magics. To that end, it would be best if one familiar with the composition of your souls remained here to assist in assessing said risk. Graha! Otherwise, there is an increased probability that we will extract you too early or too late. Everyone's looking at each other. Please. Oh, Kryl, allow me. She did help keep people's souls tethered when we were all on the first, so. I have thought upon this much, and, in truth, I do not believe that I am fit to join you in the trials ahead. The events at the Tower of Babil drained me, yes, but even before that, your capacities far outstripped mine own. This is no time to have a weak link in our vanguard, no matter how much she may wish it were otherwise. Aww. If I assist in the manner that Master Fortuno has laid out, however, I may still be of use. Will you trust in me to do so? I can think of none other I trust more. Compared to all that effort you put into keeping us alive while our souls were in the first, preventing us from dissolving into ether on a single expedition ought to pose no challenge at all. And even if we did, I expect you would hunt us down and restore us to health somehow. Oh, that's actually really sweet of Estinian to say. One of the nicest things he said, especially to Kryl. Normally he's all like, rah, 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 but he's like, you'd figure out a way to bring us back. Resurrection, no problem for Kryl. You flatter me. Rest assured that I'll be keeping a close eye on all of you. Most importantly, Jake, because I'm going to yank him out whenever he messes up. There was one more thing. Those in ages past referred to the ethereal sea as the underworld, our final resting place. In its embrace is memory washed away, leaving only the purity of one soul, or so we believe. Yet what of these memories? Few think to ask what becomes of them, cast adrift on ethereal tides. Some theorize that they linger for some time, those associated with strong sentiment in particular. Basically forewarning that you're gonna run into memories, okay? You're gonna have memories. In those depths, memories of the departed may even coalesce around you, for hated or for love. For hatred or for love. Thus do I caution you to be wary, but also to have faith. Remember those who did gladly extend a hand to you, that they may lift you up once more. Didn't we have something similar where we had like the ghosts of the past that were showing up and we had to fight the bad ghosts, but we also got assisted by the good ghosts? I feel like there was some... wasn't a trial, but some event that we did something similar. Back in Stormblood, maybe? I hope to guide you via link pearl while you're inside, but given the density of the ether, I'm not sure how long the communication will hold. Even if you can't hear me, however, be assured that I'm watching over you. Once you are below, you should proceed through the Atiascope to the central observatory. This is where the objective lens is located. We can manipulate it to direct an ethereal current deeper into the sea. Though I shall assist you in every way possible, this is your journey to make. When you are ready, I bid you step forth. The solo duty with Elidibus. Yatsuyu trial, there we go. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Yeah, Turin, you got it. We had like all the different, Stormblood people showing up to help us out. All right, are we doing it with NPCs or are we doing it with friendlies? I'm open to either or. Y'all said NPCs was a good one before, so that part for now since you've done it before. All right, well, we'll miss you. I love the way that Mikote sit like that. We ran into, I think it was in Limsa Laminsa, there's 3 NPCs. And one of them is like, why do we always sit like this? And then the other one's like, because that's what we do. It's like, yeah, that works. Oh, man. Are we ready for our actual first fight this time? I feel like we haven't done a dungeon in a minute. All right, speech time. Y'all, don't do anything that I wouldn't do. And definitely don't do anything that I would do. In fact, just don't do anything at all and you'll be safe. For a time. Slash salute. Or we can give a proper flame salute. We'll see you all on the other side. I love the fireworks. 4 ready. With party of other players. A Teoscope. Only the party. Here I am leading up to an epic moment. Only the party leader may start. Okay, all right.
Did you want to do it together?
Yeah, I'm fine with doing it as a party of us.
There's definitely, depending on which NPCs you take with you in this dungeon, they interact with different things and say different things as a result. So if you want to like take your time with the dungeon and see what the NPCs have to say, I'm sure that everybody in chat can give you suggestions on who the best scions are to take with you.
Sure,
but
that sounds
it's also just fun to do with your friends too.
No,
so
I like
you.
it's true because of the memory stuff. The memory stuff would definitely be something that would be fun. Okay, so I'll actually do the NPC one on this one too. I'm most usually like, hey, let's go with friends, unless there's a good reason to go with NPCs. So I would love for y'all who are watching to give some suggestions in chat on who you think I should take in, because everyone has good reason to go in. I'm thinking of taking Graha just because Graha has been around for forever. And so I think we take, oh, what are we, this is our default? Ah, I see. Okay. So we have healers, all-rounder, yes. See, Graha is all-rounder, definitely. He's so cool. So cool. Oh, and that eliminates Alfino and Oriange because he fills in as a healer. Now, we could take like Alfino and then Graha, and he would be a DPS. See, I'm learning how this stuff works because I haven't done this much before. No suggestions in chat? Okay, I'll figure it out myself. If we take Graha, I like him as a healer. That works. And then DPSs. Oriange and Thancred? Oh, because of like Reen and Mephilia? Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, but I can't take him because Thancred's a tank. I would have to go into something else and I can't. No, we can't take Thancred. Estinian.
Our fates are not yet sealed.
Oriange because of Moonbrita for sure. So we could do Graha and Estinian. I definitely want to bring Best Boy. Graha's coming along no matter what. I think. He's an all-rounder, so we gotta have him. All right, we can rock this. We can rock this. We'll just have to do it some other time in the future when we actually can go as a different role other than tank. Because I'd love for him to interact with, like, Minfilia, which I'm sure would be a thing, because it's memories, right? That'd be a huge memories. We'll leave the twins, and we'll leave... Ishtola. For now. Good team. Good team. We're keeping Y'shtola safe. Even though I think Y'shtola would actually really enjoy the Ethereal Sea. She probably actually is going to be slightly bitter that we didn't take her. She's like, you had a chance to go to the Ethereal Sea and you didn't take me? What? How dare you? Okay. I have no idea what to expect here, so... I'm definitely at a complete loss on terms of what to expect. And I kept hearing sea. I was thinking kind of like the first with a lot more light, like an ocean, a sea of yellow or blue light. But this is kind of just very spacey. Whoa. Look at all the like spiky things on the threads. Okay.
All seems in order with the lens, and I trust you can hear me.
Yes, we can. For now.
Those things are pure malcontent, the residue of lives unfulfilled.
Pure malcontent. Oh, we get to do our level 90 stuff. Sick. And oh, that's so cool. Oh, I love that so much. I'm just gonna say, it feels real good to be a tank. Feels real good. Oh, we can go 2 different directions? Oh no, this one's roped off. Okay. I was like, man, do we get options here? Oh, that was just the gear that was being bound to us. I was like, oh, treasure stuff? Oh, that's cool. So, but now it looks like they may have traveled this far because they've got like all of this observation stuff, right? Two. 3. Triple swords. And what is that? 9 swords? Oh, messed up combo. Oh, I love that Estinian attack. We should have been Dragoon all the way through MSQ. Holo knew what they were doing. No, I could imagine doing one job all the way through. I like that we've kind of swapped it up a bit. No treasure chests here. Those stinking Charlians didn't leave us anything. So what is all of the like all of the it's malcontent, but why are they so angry down here in the Ethereal Sea?
You underestimate me.
Sorry, Estinian, I didn't mean to. I definitely won't in the future, all right? Oh. He had a big boy attack. I feel like I've seen this thing before. The 2 heads, blue and red eyes. Haven't we fought something like that before? Maybe this is where our memories are kind of coming into play. Still no treasure chests. Okay, light, dark. Ilberd, the unrelenting. Oh, you took Rabad's arm. Now we take your life. Oh, I bet Thancred might have something to say to him. Shaloppy! Wow, he can take a stinking beating, can't he? Sinking arrogance. In a rush of familiar wisdom, the memory of a principled scion takes form. Beacon of hope. Oh, Papalimo! With Tupsamani! Thou art with us still, Papalimo. Ne'er doth words suffice. Aww! Where's Lise? Where's Lise to say goodbye to Papalimo? As Tupsamani, right? Time to cry. Time to shed the tears. Let them flow, let them flow. Livia, the undeterred. She was like Gaius's right-hand woman, right? Except that she's now very misshapen. Gross. You cannot take this from me. Never will I surrender my devotion, my love, stained by the blood of our comrades. She was the one in the white armor, right? All right, we got Sentinel for that.
This will hurt.
Bear my pain unto my enemy's breast. Aglia. Lucia's sister. I forgot the familial relationship there. Yeah, she talks about that when we're on the airship, right?
This will hurt.
Oh, look at him channeling Nidhogg. That's so sick. Why is Estinian so cool?
This will hurt.
Ow. Okay, yeah, that did hurt. You're right. You're right, Estinian. He was kind of warning you. You gotta put on a shield. You think that it's him talking about... Ah, woo! Did we get... I think we got hit by both of those. Thank you.
If I may.
I love this level 90 spell. Oh, I should have paid attention to the wings. Ow. That hurt. Sorry, Graha. Didn't mean to make you spend more time healing me than necessary. Got Sentinel for that. Your mom! Oh, no, what? Orianche died at the very end there?
Flow of ether. It will guide you.
Wait, hold on. Can we bring... What the damn it? How did he die? He got one shot by something. That was so funny. My Lord Gaius. That was harrowing. And the crowd's like, follow the flow of ether. And Orianche is like, nope, I think I'm going to take a nap. That was so funny. All right, we got some earrings of slaying. No, not fending. We always lose out on the fending gear. Always lose out. All right, y'all are okay? Orianche, you feel better? I was like, where's our Phoenix Downs to bring him back to life? He did again. He did again. Nap time. All right, let's go. Whoa.
Ether is too dense. Oh, I'm losing you.
Oh, yeah, see, that's the observation area. But now we're in the abyssal plane. Look at this place. Oh, that's so crazy. You know, they had to have worked a long time to get this shot just right. Because this is like a lot of stuff to put around. And you can't have too much or otherwise it looks too busy. But you can't have too little. Sinking dissension. Time to drop the big boys. Oh, I messed up. I was gonna drop double swords at the same time, but that did not happen. That's okay. Whoa. I think Estinian is stealing all the limit breaks. Uh-oh. Oh no. I was gonna say uh-oh is when the yellow appears. Archon's memory. Recognize the axe. Thou ever granted me the strength to move forward. Moonbrita, look at it shining white. Like the moonlight. In a rush of familiar affection, the memory of a valiant Archon takes form. Heaven's Eye materia. Oh, it does have an eye, doesn't it? Ooh, what's happening? Rush of familiar delight. The memory of a kind-hearted knight takes form. Justana is here! Oh, and that gives you healing? Damage up and vulnerability down. Harsh. Oh, that's so cool. People of Ishgard won't forget you. Oh, I'm glad we took Estinian. People of Ishgard will never forget. Five swords. 3 swords. And 12 swords plus more swords. All the swords. Hey, I was appreciating the moment with Harsh, all right? All right? I didn't need no damage up. It's a thought that counts. Knight's benediction wears off. His spirit is with us, even if I'm not using his buff, all right? Drop the swords. Drop the swords. Drop more swords. And then the big one. I love that it drops in 2 pieces too.
I may?
Yeah, because I'm not doing a very good job with mitigations. I'm too busy, A, trying to follow DPS, and B, read too many different things at the same time. Ring of Healing. Putting down the roses, picks up the sword. I mean, we could say that we are a knight after Harsh, right? Regret for a duty unfulfilled. Ritaton the Unshakable. Oh, man. I recognize it, the double shields. Oh, this is the green dude, right? No, is it? The green guy who is always Yatsuyu's right-hand man? I could be wrong on that. But yeah, the two, I'm looking at the, like, green gun things on the sides. Very first 8-man. What? Okay. So not the green guy. Ow. I guess I should have expected you to give me a warning, but you did not. You just decided to slam some damage down. It's just how you do, huh? All right. I will fulfill my duty ere I rest. We're just gonna headcanon. Oh, great. Oh, wow. Okay. I got Sentinel for that. Okay, what are these laser things? Whoa! Gotta like memorize where all those little AoEs drop. Okay, so how does this thing work? He raises up the sides. And there's 2 crystals here. And he sends out... Oh, no, this is different now. Oh, okay, so this one's draining faster. So everyone has to come stand over here. Woo! Almost got out. So he's siphoning ether from it, and then it gets destroyed right at the last second. We can run through it. Okay. That's another thing with just going in with NPCs, is that you can kind of follow them around. Not that I'm calling all of you all in chat NPCs. No, no, definitely not. Okay. Woo! Are we safe here? Ah, I did pick a safe spot. Nice. Hey, I bulwarked that. That wasn't supposed to hit me. I know it's a tank buster, but come on. That's just rude. Oh, impact, impact, impact. Okay, I don't know if I got reprisal in time or not, but I've been trying to keep my eye on it. Was that he did the impact and it kind of was the AoE. It's shakeable. Lord Van... Oh, sorry. Lord Van Belser. Again, I fail you. Lay down your arms. The arms and arms. The, you got arms for arms. So arms with your arms. Whoa, what is that? Whoa! Oh, I just walked right into it. Okay, alright, sure. Yep, that's fine. I wanted a picture of it, but... there we go. Such a warm glow. From Best Boy. What? What? Oh, here it comes again. This is what? Look at all that! Now that's what I think of when I hear Ethereal Sea. I appreciate you making a path for me, but I'm gonna take these guys out first. Oh.
This will hurt.
It's cool that you get kind of a wide shot of all of the threads everywhere. The little orb is like, come along, come along. Why are you taking so long? I am truly honored. That's not... I mean, Reen's alive, so it's not Reen. Big Reen. It's Menphilia? You think this is Menphilia? I mean, I'm gonna start crying, okay? That's why I'm trying to hold it back, alright? I've been missing Menphilia for far too long, alright? You can just go back and rewatch when I found out that we get to see Menphilia again on the 1st. I had a mental breakdown, alright? Mental breakdown. It's her if you bring Thancred. Oh, okay. I was wondering, like, the Graha wasn't being very detailed with his responses, but I could see Thancred. We just don't... We are the tank, so we couldn't bring Thancred. Thancred needs a second job to this. I have yet to run without crying. Remember, Heidelin told us she ferried Menphilia's soul back from the 1st to the ethereal sea. Oh, yes. Menphilia's spirit... I don't... Art thou content? She's walking away. No, what? No. I was hoping I could get a picture or something. Even just hug the air where she disappeared. Menphilia, we miss you. Way too much. I can definitely safely say that the Scions aren't the same without her. Not that the Scions are bad, but it's not the same. It just ain't the same, you know? Menphilia has always led us where we need to go. I'll never be able to let her go, though, okay? It's okay. I can always start New Game Plus to see her again. It'll be fine. I mean, it'll only make the pain of losing her all the more worse, but, you know, at the very least, we can try. Are you anybody we're supposed to recognize, old man with the staff? It's Gandalf! This is where he went when he retired. With his fancy black spear, or staff. I gotta know what Thancred says. Menphilia's spirit. Oh man, who is this? Elidibus? Emmet Selk? Fandaniel?
Is as far as you go. Oblivion beckons!
Oh, it kind of looks like Zondi. With a fancy hat, right? A little bit, Sir Emmett would never. It's our memories, though, right? Oh, Aemon the Undying. You have wallowed long enough. I guess it's not technically our memories, right? These are the spirits of the people that are in the ethereal sea that we're interacting with, or the memories of those that are in the ethereal sea.
Many faces have I worn together, but this is my favorite by far. You will persist in this folly no longer.
Whoa. I can't look at what's happening and run around at the same time. Was I supposed to be on that? Oh no, okay. I kind of probably don't want to stand in front of it, whatever that is. Oh, ow. Vulnerability up, no! Okay, so we gotta pay attention to whichever hand. What the heck? How am I supposed to keep up with things? Ooh! Oh, that's Yazel. And we can hide behind her ice? Oh, that looks so sick! Oh, that looks so sick! Thank you, Yazel! The whole, like, we became in silhouette with the flashing light behind. Oh, that was way too cool. How did that hit us? Oh, I didn't sentinel that. I hovered my mouse, but I never actually clicked on it. Great. It's all good. It's all good. Quick, we'll stab him in the throat. Okay, and then the other side. You almost gotta fight this backwards, like watching the stage and seeing what they do. Is he gonna left-hand it now? Yeah, he is. I don't know how I'm supposed to see that. A little black orb in his hand or something to tell which hand it is he's throwing.
Something special for you.
Oh, go Graha. Oh, dropping the comets. Okay, his left. So it should be his left hand. Right? Ha, got it. Okay, gotta just read his abilities. Left hand again. And that's probably the middle, I guess. Oh no, he's doing something else. Okay, that's fine. Oh, we got him! Wow! Wow. Dude, I want to go back and get that shot with Yazael. That was so cool.
Your hopes, your futures, delusions and lies.
All lies, he says. Well, the devs didn't make you seriously look at the cast bar, but I can still refuse. Yazael. He's not gone. Some things can't be washed away. I sense yet a presence. Life is a struggle, but its worth is no lie. No comment from Y'shtola? No comment from Estini. Oh yeah, such was the strength of her faith in us. Oh, Alfino would have been good to bring in with Yazael. This is becoming tiresome. Oh, Y'shtola, you kill me. You kill me. She's like, oh, this is so. I'm done with this. All right, can we move on? That is so funny. I'm tired of these games. I gotta take a picture because none of you are here. So it's the one group that I do have with. Sup, Ree? More healing. We never get any fending gear. We never get any fending gear. All this 89 level stuff. What a mess. Same shirt. Who's got the same shirt? I do like that Graha is like, look, LB or die. That's it. There's no option. Oh man. One more photo of this. It's just wild. Gotta renew my sub and I'll be joining. Well, we'll be here for a little bit yet. It's only been 2 hours. To what things? There's nothing to react to. Nothing to react to. We've just been chatting with people. Just been chatting with people. He's back. Whoa. Very unhappy.
My very essence begins to wane. Sweet, sweet agony.
So he is a reflection, or a fragment, if you will, of Hermes.
Leave this to him.
Because you were asking if he remembered himself as Hermes.
Watching you struggle against the inevitable is bad comedy. Erase me from existence, soul and all.
Have you any memories of me, Tian? Do you recall your days as Hermes? We could have got an answer about recalling his days as Hermes, but I am curious if he remembers anything about a Meteon. Do you have any memories of Meteon whatsoever?
How would you know that name?
That would be a long story to explain. I traveled back to Elpis, and now I came back to the future, and so I know all about your fragment that you were a part of.
then it was you. In Elpis. With Emet-Selch. The final pieces fall into place.
Now remember, we did say there was a hinting of that once you return to the Ethereal Sea, you would remember more than your memories in the real world. And so if he, as a fragment of Hermes, well, I guess this is Hermes because he said this is his favorite face. You know, this was his favorite face to take. It is Hermes, but it's also Aemon. That he might remember that there was someone in Elpis, and now he's connecting the dots that it's actually us that was in Elpis because he no longer has the memory lock from, you know, the spell that he cast himself.
In my halcyon days, as the mortal
Ammon.
I was haunted by a
Amen.
dream. Night after night, the faceless multitude, the voiceless cries, shards of shattered memories. But slowly, the fog began to clear. This was Elpis. And I was Hermes. Recurring though it was, I paid this dream little heed. It was only when I was granted the seat and memories of Fandaniel that I knew these visions to be true. They were the memories of Hermes that he himself erased using the power of Kairos. Or so he thought. In his attempt to burn away the events of that fateful day, he succeeded only in searing them more deeply into his soul. My soul. Death failed to expunge them. No matter how many times it came. Rebirth after rebirth, from one Fandaniel to the next.
He mentioned as Fandaniel that he's lived so many times over and over.
I wonder, is Emet-Selch adrift somewhere in this ethereal sea? In defeat, finally remembering your time together in Elpis? How it must gall him to be entrusted with knowledge of the final days, only to be rendered powerless to act upon it. So many lifetimes dedicated to restoring his beloved Amarok in blissful ignorance. Oh, folly. But make no mistake, my life as Hermes is not the reason I invited the world's end. I have lived. I have struggled. I have dredged the very depths of despair. And in the detritus of existence, I found the truth.
The truth. The Ethereal Sea repairs the memory loss. Yeah, the Ethereal Sea washes away any memory spells they once died they all remember. Just like the Professor said when talking about why they couldn't speak of the Great Exodus. Yeah. Yeah, and having to deal with the fact that he spent so long, again, as he said, all of his lifetimes fighting for, essentially, in a ways, kind of a lie. I'm kind of curious on what he says is he is determined as being the truth. And it's also interesting that he said that he didn't invite the end of the world, because remember that he killed / wanted us to kill Zodiark to reinstate the final days. But I'm wondering if in that process, he's like, well, suffering must happen, so I'm going to cause as much suffering as possible. That way the most amount of life can, happen because suffering must happen. And so I invite the final days as the ultimate of suffering, if there's something along those lines.
I served a great ruler, powerful beyond measure. The world, his dominion. Yet even he and his vast empire were destined to fall, to become one with oblivion. At the end of life's journey, lies only death.
For everyone, great and small.
So I ask you, why live at all?
So the truth that he found was that death is always at the end.
We torment. We murder. We are wicked, spiteful creatures, without exception. If life is so sacred, so precious, why fill it with such misery? Man wallows in a hell of his own making without purpose or meaning. To live is to suffer, and I would end that suffering by my own hand. It matters not if it flies in the face of all believed right and just. Death is the only solution.
I mean, he's basically echoing what Meteon said, right? Is that she would end the suffering by giving us all the sweet release of death. And he's basically in Meteon's camp of, well, if death is what's going to happen to everyone anyway, then just go ahead and kill everyone and be done with it.
That is my truth. My answer to the question. And yet,
It's an unsatisfying answer.
even as the words pass my lips, I am filled with doubt. Has my search reached its end? Was this the only way? After all these years.
It's one thing to go out by your own hand, but it's another to take everybody else with you.
Is this the answer I was hoping for?
No, you were hoping for something a lot more. And I think the fact that you didn't get a better answer is what's caused you.
Of the damned. How it vexes me to see your conviction falter at the last. Fandango. Still clinging to existence, I see.
Do I recognize that voice?
You, who champion death so fervently, unwilling to accept your own, refusing to be purified and swept into the sea of souls. As do I.
Sounds like other Fandaniel.
We prisoners to men, watching as the world turns. Though unlike me, you will be spared the ignominy of having your corpse made a puppet, dancing to another's tune.
Is that Arcee?
So it is Fandaniel, but it's the, because again, keep in mind that it's Hermes. Hermes' reflection was Aemon. Aemon was Fandaniel, but Fandaniel had just taken over Asahi's body, and Asahi, the brother of Yotsuyu, crazy Asahi, died, but then his body became Fandaniel's puppet of choice. Oh my gosh.
Let me be clear. I have not come to consort with the likes of you.
I just call everyone Fandaniel. It's just like calling everyone an Asian. They're all Fandaniel. Everyone's Fandaniel. It's like saying everyone's Hermes. Asahi's still angry. I came to get revenge on my body.
The state of the world following my untimely demise. In fact, I delight in mankind's downfall and the anguish it brings the savior of the savages. If I played some small part in the chaos, all the better. Not that I was in any position to resist. But to be made accomplice to the betrayal of Lord Xenos.
Unforgivable.
I would die 1,000 deaths to exact my vengeance.
Crazy Eyes is back.
now you are at my mercy. I shall drag us both into oblivion, and you will never see the fulfillment of your magnum opus. Even should you be reborn, your desperate search for answers must start again.
You really had it out for Xenos, didn't you? Next time we'll find the answer together. Find a better answer. I'll do what must be done. I think in a way it's that if we prevent the end of the world, we are providing an alternative to the answer that he found so unsatisfactory. Man, both of these are really good. I don't like silence. I kind of like the hopeful, the response. I kind of like the hopeful response. Next time, we'll find the answer together. The idea that if you are reborn, we'll find the answer together. Yeah, I like it. I like it. We're gonna go say goodnight to Junior real quick, and then I'll pick an answer and continue. So it should be a short break. But go grab yourself a snack. Go grab yourself some water. I'll mull on this, but I think probably we'll say next time we'll find the answers together. Oh, make it quick. Oh yeah. There's so much going on here. Running out of time. There's no time. Never enough time. But I mean, the spirit world, you got all the time in the world, right? Be right back. Sorry about that. Took a smidgen longer than I was expecting to. I thought I've been making a good time. If we go over to by a little bit, that's okay. So happy to hit 90 on my Dancer. Dancer is my main. Dancer is awesome. I just haven't done it enough. I was going to Sage this tier. Wish me luck. Good luck. No, yeah. Sage seems totally chaotic. Totally chaotic. All right. We're back into it. I like next time we'll find the answer together. I think it's just the most hopeful response. It says, you know, look to the future. Well, I think it'd be even a better answer would be next time we'll find a better answer.
Even here, even now,
We'll find a better answer in the future.
you have every right to hate me. For the fool I was. For the monster I became. But I will not beg forgiveness. The tale of Hermes, the man who knew so much, yet understood so little, ends here.
What's wild is how many times that we've fought him and dealt with him without even knowing that it was all kind of the same person.
Don't try to follow me. I had more of you people than I could stomach in life. Never mind in death.
Likewise. I pray we do not meet again.
Wow, Alfino is so cold.
You had better hope not.
Asahi was just flat done. I've had enough of you even in death. Bro. Yeah, just absolutely cold and
Hydaelyn is waiting.
unregretful in every way. I think everyone's a little tired of Asahi's bull. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my gosh. This whole thing is just to talk to Hydaelyn, and here we are actually getting a chance to talk to Hydaelyn, maybe, hopefully. There's so much of this that's just unknown. We just never know, right? Maybe Hydaelyn's not even here. Maybe she's gone on vacation. Oh, it's actual Hydaelyn. Yeah.
Brave travelers, I welcome you.
I should have expected it with the floating crystals everywhere. Whoa. Okay. Hi. You look different. Try not to blush. We meet again, Vena. So you do look different. Only 10,000 years of time has passed.
I see. Thou didst journey unto Elpis. And now, the rivers of time converge. I know why you have come. Yet I would hear you speak your reasons all the same.
You created the moon to deliver mankind from the final days. But is that really how it has to end? We do not wish to abandon this world. We want to protect the source and all of its shards.
If I had to guess, she created the moon as a way to escape the final days as an option. But it's really up to mankind to choose. And she can't make that choice for us. It's kind of that difference of I'm providing choices, but you have to pick.
To flee is but one of two paths. The other leadeth to Meteon, far beyond the stars, where she doth chant creation's requiem. Her domain is formed of dynamis, pure, absolute.
Oh, the little
Emotion and memory
ring of
are
crystals.
Ether will avail you naught. Meteon hath gathered the pain and despair of countless stars, and to go unprepared is to go unto your doom.
We'll beat her. We'll win. I swear it. Is what I might have said once.
At least it's grown up too.
After everything I've seen, all the times I've succumbed to my own anger and fear. I can no longer pretend that courage and faith will be enough. But are we truly so powerless that our only choice is to flee?
Far from it, my child. Long ago, the inhabitants of myriad stars, many more prosperous than Atheris, sought to free their worlds from life's woes. Sorrow and anger, conflict and hostility, despair, and even death itself. But as Meteon reported, every attempt ended in failure. Darkness abideth within every living being, and can never be cast out. Neither reason nor faith can challenge this immutable truth. To live is to suffer. And in suffering, find strength, and purpose, and hope.
One causes the other.
As you have done so many times before.
It's not that one is to eliminate the other, it's that one is the core of the other.
An impossible dream. Yet knowing this, you pursue it nevertheless. And thou hast learned to depend on others as they do thee. Thy yearning for the power to save the powerless hath ever driven thee to greater heights. Thou hast grown strong. Though those closest to thee no longer walketh by thy side, their love remaineth thy guiding light. For duty's sake, thou hast been bound by truths unutterable time and time again. Yet thy heart hath never wavered, as thy companions will attest. In thy pursuit of mysteries great, all thou believest is brought into question. Undaunted, thy thirst for knowledge remaineth unquenched. The fires of hatred that once burned in thy heart burneth no more. From their ashes doth spring the light of love, warm and pure. As witness to black calamity, thou despaired at man's helplessness. Resolved, thou didst unite a distant world on the brink of collapse.
Even against all possible hope. Like Graha has been through the thick of it.
And thou, my champion. When all did seem lost, thou never abandoned hope. For every trial and every foe that did bar thy way, thou hast proven equal to the challenge, drawing courage from the many bonds forged on thy journey.
Many bonds of all of you all in chat. Hey Coffee, how's it going?
You've all known despair, and though the end approacheth, you walk on, heads held high.
I like that even in the approaching of the end, instead of cowering in fear or instead of raging into the black, they walk forward, heads held high. Like even I know that death comes for all of us, and I have a hard time processing that sometimes. And I as a Christian, I believe there is life after death, but I still have those moments where there's kind of just this check, and I'm just like, I don't know, how would I respond? I don't think it's something you know until that moment, but I want to be the type of person that would walk through that with the head held high.
Therein lieth your power, the strength to silence the song of oblivion.
Head held high.
There is a means to confront her.
Yes, if you should prove yourselves worthy. Hark!
Oh, that's her sword. That's the sword that she summoned.
How impossible is it to send mortals to the edge of the universe? Should you fail, there will be no second chance.
The music.
As the will of the star, I ask of you this.
It's like an epic version of Answers.
To stand firm when all around you doth crumble. Do you possess the faith to vanquish despair itself? Should you lack the strength to best a supreme deity, I cannot allow you to make the journey. You must leave this star and never return. Prepare yourselves.
Holy frick!
Prove ourselves worthy, then. Sounds straightforward enough.
Aye. No room for confusion there.
In any case, we've come too far to back down now.
It was way too cool for his own good.
I am of the same mind. What power I have, I shall bring to bear.
The three of you seem to be forgetting who we're up against. It's not every day we battle a divine being of untold power. Well, not quite every day.
Except for the people that do savage runs.
Underfoot. Needless to say, there'll be no margin for error.
Let us hold nothing back. For the people of this world and those beyond the rift.
I love for Graha, it really is about the people of the first.
Alas, the question I posed to thee in Elpis hath remained unanswered these long years. I would hear thy response, warrior of light. Shouldst thou emerge victorious?
Punch Mom respectfully. I mean, she didn't say we had to kill her. We just said we had to prove ourselves worthy. Prove ourselves worthy. The Mother Crystal, now available. Oh, man. When she talks to your warrior light, it felt like she was speaking straight to me. Even in the darkest night, you never abandon hope. It's a good juxtaposition against Meteon, who isn't able to process the thought of inevitable death, right? We fight and do not cower in the dark. We do not look to flee the star. We walk forward, heads held high. Time for the trial you've been yearning for. Holy crap. Oh, man. And we could do the trial with them? Oh, man. Can we take them all? I think we can take all of them, right? Because it's a trial. Form a party and face Heidelin. Yes! We're freaking doing it! We're freaking doing it! No, we're taking them all. We're taking them all. We're doing it. Oh, heck yes. The only trial you could do with NPCs. Oh, man. Yeah. The music is just something else. Stop looking over there. Oh, I guess we should pull out our we should join in the ready. The ready check. I can't believe they have literal answers playing in the background. I don't think you could ever get enough photos of this moment. Oh my gosh. I'm feeling way too many emotions right now. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. Egg up. Egg up, boys and girls. For all of the theorists, we're doing this. Register for duty. You stole a nose. Oh, talk to them before you go withdraw. Oh, you could talk with them? Oh, yes, it's true. If strength is the courage to confront your failings and accept that you are worthy of another chance. To rise from the ashes while the fire still burns, bloodied and unbowed, then my friends have made me strong. What's really cool about that is I was just thinking about that to be a failure is to take on the identity of failure, but to have failed is only to have failed at a thing. And there's such a difference between that. What surprised to hear me and love mentioned in the same breath? I've not a heart of stone. Even in my darkest hour, there were people I cared for. Mentors, comrades, that mad woman who gave her life for us. Yes, Zale, you can mention her by name. Then you and Alfino threw my eyes off a bridge, and I've never known peace since. Oh, this is almost like Nidhogg as well talking. You and Alfino threw my eyes off a bridge, and I've never known peace since. Whoa. Mentors, comrades, the mad woman who gave her life for us. For us. It's kind of both of them. Never, in the past, present, or future, have I found only happiness. To live is to be ever bested by hardships, great and small. Yet it is in adversity we find the strength to strive for the next moment of peace, and the next, no matter what trials we face. By this strength have the will of the gods been defied, and the fortunes of men have been forever changed. May it be so again this day. Emet called us incomplete, pitiful creatures, he said, and maybe we are. Pain, grief, fear, they walk with us wherever we go. But we prove to him that we deserve to live, and we will prove it to Hydaelyn, Meteion, and the universe itself if we must. Should we bring our singular towns to bear as one, even gods may fall. Nevertheless, I pray thee, throw thyself not into peril, lest our curative resources be spent. What is that? Don't walk into the AoEs, Jake. Let me spell it out. Don't walk into the AoEs. I pray thee, throw thyself not into peril. As the healer especially, that's literally the healer begging you. Please, please, use your mitigations. Pain and despair. Aye, we're old friends. I've lost count of the times I've cursed my own powerlessness. But it's the blessed moments in between that I choose to hold in my heart. Memories and possibilities. I fight to keep those things alive. Minfilia and Dream, to say nothing of you lot, I know, would never settle for less. I love the moments in between. From the ruins of a sundered paradise did she rise to grant the star new life. And as its will, long has she labored to guide her children. Make no mistake, this trial puts to proof Hydaelyn's own faith. That's actually a good point that Y'shtola brings up, is that she put her faith in us, and now the test is whether or not we are worthy of that faith. Are we worthy to take her on? Has she been proven right, or was her faith miscalculated? We're doing it. I can't believe we're doing it! Holy crap. The Mother Crystal. Hydaelyn herself. Divine Light. Hydaelyn. It's almost like you can't take enough screenshots.
I, the last of my kind, shall test thee. Come, prove thy worth.
When she pulled out the sword, I thought she was like, this is the sword that you have to use. But no, the sword is for us. Doing this. Everybody, we go.
Have you the strength of will to alter man's fate? A change of arms. May the test continue. I have you now. There.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
We're near or far.
Oh, jeez. What is that? Ow.
And now this.
Oh, is that... Oh, it was both tanks had to stand together. That's why Thancred ran over. It was for both tanks. Maintain distance, and then we must be patient. Ether's flow, I see it. Watch closely.
This will hurt.
What? Ow, okay.
You underestimate me.
Ooh! Barely made it.
I will not hold back.
Light unyielding.
Okay, ow. I can't keep track of everything. Margot's Radiance. Oh my gosh. Dawn's Mantle.
By blade.
Okay, so that's a...
Crystals of light. To me.
What is she planning? The elements in perfect alignment.
Here.
Whatever this is, we've got one choice.
The song of creation.
Oh man.
Feel. The sorrow at hope's demise. Think. And find your way in the darkness.
Ooh, no, 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 no! What happened? I just walked to the edge. Oh, no. I was gonna do it the first time. All right. We gotta go again. Oh, Thancred just jumped in. He said we're doing it. Okay, all right. We know a little bit more now.
of ours. May the test continue.
Okay, so this is double tank.
Near or far. I will not hold back.
So Thancred's gonna run over. We gotta stand on Thancred. Boop! I didn't get my mitigation up, I don't think. I'm gonna stand over here. Dawn's Mantle. I feel like that's the plus sign, right? I must be patient. Oh, I saw it! I just saw the plus sign on the ground. Oh, great. Now she's moved, though. There's the plus sign. See it on the ground? But it's gonna spread out. Oh, what? She still had us anyway. Oh my gosh. I don't know how she does that. I'll figure it out, though. All right, so it's outside. The red double dots outside, near or far. Thancred's gonna run over. Let's bulwark this.
I will not hold back.
Ooh, okay.
By blade. Crystals of light, to me.
Okay.
I will not hold back.
Such high concentration of ether.
Here. The song of creation's end. Feel. The sorrow and hope's demise.
Oh no! Oh gosh, Alize, why would you do that?
Find your way in the darkness.
Okay, I'm over here. Can't complain that I didn't get over here. Oh, we're like hiding behind the crystal. Oh. Oh, where is everybody running off to? Oh, I didn't even see her in like this little chrysalis thing that she's in.
Follow your light. Or fly, my children, and never look back.
Oh my gosh. My heart is pounding so hard. The power to sunder worlds. Oh my gosh, we barely even started this fight. Yeah. Great, we gotta learn a whole new set of moves now. Okay, in. And then we gotta spread.
You underestimate me.
Okay. And then I think green is out. Or is you want to be on the outside, right? This is Scorn. Oh, this is double tanks. Double tank duty. Oof. I think I got my mitigation in time. It's just a hefty hit. Ooh, okay. Maybe not. Subpar helium. Oof, jeez. Oof, jeez. Oof, jeez. Wow, I'm not actually sure how I escaped that. The crystals are empowering Heidelin.
Away with you.
Okay, yes, that's the outside.
Light unyielding.
I don't have any team mitigations. I'm so sorry, Yashola. I burned it earlier when she was doing what I thought was an AoE. I'm gonna stand over here. Ooh. A light of crystals empowering Heidelin.
You underestimate me.
Outside?
By blade.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay. So the color and... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's fine. We're gonna have to bulwark that. The color and the symbols both have meaning. See, Radiant something is a big AoE. Okay, I already have Reprisal. I'll just do Divine Light anyway, I don't know. Burn them both. Okay, well, I'm glad I burned both. Oh, they got these waves over here. Whoa! I was not even seeing the waves. Okay, green is out. Ow. I don't need to do that. Reprisal literally. Okay, well, I got it up for some of the hits. It was like 2 seconds late. Ooh. Alright, that's in. And then scatter. Alright, that's fine. I got Divine Veil for this. Oriange? Is he in his ley lines? Is that why he's not moving? He's like, I got this, guys. Oh, all of those waves everywhere. That was insane. We started to get some of it at the very end. Took us 2 times. Oh, the wall you touch is instant death. Okay.
Man has the strength to
Throw off. Primals. We didn't want to defeat her. We like Heidelin. Oh, she's gone. No, she's gone. No. Okay, and she's back. She's gone. She's back. It's a very. They gotta figure out how to fix that glitch. Oh, don't look at the camera, goofball. Jake hugs respectfully. Never thought we'd end up fighting Heidelin herself. Chester still in one piece? Barely. Barely. And so it ends. The trial, for now. I hope that'll suffice. A battle that would go down in history were there anyone but us to tell the tale. To it appear we have proven equal to the challenge. I mean, except for the time that we failed. We're not going to talk about that. That's definitely not something that happened. All in a day's work. All right, Estinian. It's just every day that we battle a god. It's all good. Oh my goodness. No such thing as too many screenshots. Best person that follows you is Stola. Yeah, okay. So I thought that the sides were don't fall off the sides, but I definitely had 1 foot next to the side, touched it and died. So touch the death wall. Fight or flight going unused. My poor paladin heart. Which one was fight or flight? That's not arm's length. We didn't use passage of arms. Expediency. No, okay. So quick thing on that is that sometimes I don't fight or flight a little bit because I am waiting on cooldowns, because I get off timing on my cooldowns on a lot of this stuff because I'm running around and trying to avoid things, or I'm out of range for certain attacks and whatnot. And so I'm like mentally like, it's okay. I can wait, 10 seconds until something comes up and then I can do it. And then sometimes I use it and then nothing is up. It's a mess. It's a mess. Yeah, I was mostly trying to smack this and fight or flight together, Confiteor, and it didn't always work out. The best extremes of the expansion. It was so good. I died 8 times and killed every single scion by following them to be safe. It took me over an hour and we were practically in tears. Yeah, I can wait. Well, it's because there's so many things going on and I forget. I can wait. Here, I'll use it right now. There. Are you happy? It's used. I used it. Does it go unused? Use fight or flight or fight requisite and can swords from 100 feet away, which I did do a handful of times, but not obviously. I'm not savage ready yet. All right, I'm not savage ready yet. It's okay. I'll get there one day. Probably not. Probably not. All right, we're gonna face this way. We're gonna take, even though I could just screenshot 1,000 times. We want to hide power. Nope. Graha's gonna be hidden, but that's okay. We'll just have to know that Graha's there. And Alfino is clearly not even in the photo. Where is he? Oh, he's behind Oriange. There we go. We can get everyone in this shot. Because we could spend all day taking screenshots in here. All day. I have a screenshot of me kneeling in front of her. That's the first one I took. Yashola saved my life with her blindness and ether sight. Because she could see the ether lines. She could see the lines. I know. Thank you, Holo. There's just so much. There's just so much. I didn't notice the crystals around her until the extreme trial. I kept listening for the sounds. Not the music. No, she can't be going. What?
No, this can't happening?
What?
Though my power is in constant flux, I have always kept a reserve for this very moment. It was a true test of your prowess. You have done well.
There is one thing I must ask. By sundering the world into 14 shards, the ether of all living beings too was divided. This reduction would in theory allow us to more easily interact with Dynamis. Having seen mankind brought to the very precipice of extinction, you wished for us to develop a means to overcome despair. You believed we had the potential, and sundered all creation to see it fulfilled. To deliver us to that swirling maelstrom of Dynamis in which our foe hides, and grant us the power to defeat her once and for all. Is this not true?
Sundered all of creation to see it fulfilled. The only way that they could have gone is being sundered.
It is as thou sayest. 'Twas the trial to which I subjected mankind, and it hath led to untold bloodshed and suffering. There was no kindness, nor justice in the tragedy I wrought. When confronted with the almighty Zodiac, my only recourse was rend him and the world asunder, that his power be diminished for a time. And so it came to pass. Now you, my chosen, have surpassed my expectations, surpassed me. I entrust the fate of the universe unto you. This crystal contains the memory of Meteion's passage through the stars. Deliver it unto the Loporrits. They will guide you to her.
Though they may be capable of crossing great distances, there is a vast difference between traveling to the moon and the furthermost reaches of the great expanse. And unlike Meteion, we cannot simply soar on waves of Dynamis to our destination.
Indeed. To make such a journey would require an astronomical amount of ether. But a solution lieth close at hand.
Not Heidelin herself.
Of course.
Yes, my child. Ever since I became the will of the star, the ether drawn here had slowly crystallized.
This is the opening music. Like, oh my gosh, I heard this song so many times when I started playing.
They who have answered my call know it well. While I have remained hidden, it hath become the embodiment of the planet's will in my place. A faceless, omnipotent force of nature. The Mother Crystal, our final hope. Alas, I can do no more. The fulfillment of this task doth fall to you, my chosen. Now, heed these words. Darkness and light, despair and hope. As goeth one, so goeth the other. Become light, become hope. I have a gift for thee. Come closer. long have I searched for a means to safeguard the future of this star. Though I knew failure after failure, by recalling thy tales and my promise to thee, I found the strength to carry on. Though the world is ever changing, thy thirst for adventure hath never waned.
It was the hope of finding new triple triad cards that kept us going.
Thine unshakable resolve never ceases to amaze, to inspire.
How long you've wandered, burned bright as a star. Oh, I have awaited you patiently.
This is a new song.
As a mark of my gratitude, I bestow this final gift.
We've heard the tune before, but I don't know that it had words to it.
Thou dost possess the crystal of Azum, yes? As Heidelin, I reside over the forces of stasis, tranquility, peace. The laws which impart stability to existence itself. I will weave this self-same power into the crystal, granting thee mastery over matter, to give form to the formless. Use it wisely, or it will not last indefinitely. As thou hast seen on my journey through the ethereal sea, souls are drawn to thee. Mayhap this trait will prove to be a boon rather than a hindrance.
That means that you won't be around anymore.
It is thy hopes and prayers that enable Azum's invocations and give them life. So keep them close. But pray, remember this. When the way forward is hidden, even from the mind's eye, look not to the invocation, but within yourself.
Don't use that as a get-out-of-jail-free card.
These were the words of the crystal's original bearer.
The originalism.
With that, my work is finished. Fulfill our promise. Right the wrongs committed when the world was yet whole. Silence the song of oblivion. Teach her a brighter melody. Show her our journey is far from over.
There's no good response. Thank you. Oh, no, I wanted to say thank you, Vina. I mean, I want both of those. I wanted to thank her for...
It is I who should thank thee for all thou hast done and may yet accomplish.
I wanted to say thank you, Vina. I wanted to thank her. I wonder if her name changes and is Vina at the top instead of Heidelin.
Will be with you forever, my dearest children.
I wanted to say thank you one last time. So I can't believe it's for a last time. And she's gone just like that. Not panic. I was trying to do just like the really, really sad one where you just fall on your knees. You're just like... There's no... That's it. There it is. It's heartbroken. I can't... Why couldn't I say both? Oh, I should have called her Vana. Hi, Mari. Y'all don't need to see me like this. Since the very beginning. Since the very... Man, when they started playing the character creation music, man, I was losing it. I was losing it. I was like, like, is she down there? Can we go visit her again? I just want to go back and see her again. The time was too short. The conversation too short. What are we gonna do now? Thank you for putting the screenshot of the other one in the Discord. I definitely want to read it. She put into work for thousands of years. That's the thing, is I just wanted to thank her, because I think that kind of a thing is a very thankless job, especially when she talked about over and over again the amount of suffering and misery and pain, and as she calls them, failures that by her hand she brought into the world, and so to carry that kind of weight and self, I have caused all of this. I don't know. I think just a thank you for giving us a chance. Giving us a chance at all. All right, let's wrap up and see what these people have to say, and then we'll call it quits. She and Heidelin were two of a kind, weren't they? Full of love of the star and its people, always holding out hope for the future. Far be it from me to refute Heidelin's own words, yet even if her actions were neither kind nor just, we can yet give them a nobler meaning. We can make her faith the salvation of mankind. I don't know, kind or just, but necessary maybe, which kind of makes them just. If Dynamis is ruled by emotion, perhaps prayer has more tangible results than I suspected, albeit ones that are not always obvious to us. In which case, we may hope that Heidelin's wishes continue to move the hearts of men as they set forth time and time again. It's true about the prayers thing. There's a lot of emotion in prayers. It's fortunate that Fortuno hath kept living way apprised of our progress. We require the Luperit's aid more than ever. So are we taking the moon now to Media? A bit small for welcoming party, but I've never been one for crowds. I mean, I guess welcoming us back to the real world. I'll keep Heidelin's words in my heart, as talisman and lodestone both. Oh, she's referencing the lodestone. I think I screenshotted what she says, the warrior light. She has given us all she can. We must share what we know with Father and Luperits at once. That is, it not go to waste. I just can't believe she's gone. Thank goodness. I would never forgive myself if any of you had come to harm. Did you actually, like, watch the fight and everything? Did you meet Heidelin? Pray tell, how is she? No, not again. Oh, living way, I can't even start. I can't even start. Oh, is this a good... Actually, I didn't realize this was not a green quest, but one... Does this wrap up this? Or is this the cliffhanger?
Yeah, this kind of wraps up this. It's about, I would say it's going to take about 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes to do the cutscene.
To do the last cutscene. Yeah, okay. Definitely worth doing the last 5 minutes. Both are good, it just changes their sets. Since, oh, also all the friends you see in the dungeon have different names for their actions. Papolimo is Beacon of Hope, Moonbrita is Love Tap, and Harsh is Together Forever. Living way breaking our hearts right after we came out, after our heart was already broken. I'm glad to see you well. Though we could roughly place your souls, deep as you went, we could neither see nor hear you. The fluctuations in your ether near the end gave me quite a fright. What in the world happened? Oh, I don't even know how to begin. Heidel's gone, y'all. After thousands and thousands of years, Vana has gone to rest. You mean to say that Heidelin is... No, there's no time to feel our feelings. We must carry out Heidelin's will without delay. We'll find Meteon if it's the last thing we do. If you wouldn't mind handing over the crystal, that is. The fancy navigatory one. We're entrusting it to you, Heidelin's last crystal. To the edge of the universe, where congregates the despair of countless stars. You are determined to see this through. We are. Should words fail us, we will fight to the bitter end. I know it pains you to accept this. Would that I need ask nothing more of you. Yet we have only two means to travel the great expanse, the moon and Charleon's Ark. I am all too aware that without both of them, there would be no exodus, but I nevertheless beg you to honor the agreement we made. The Forum's decision will be honored. You have earned the right to use the ship as you see fit, and I could not rescind it even if I wanted to. As it happens, I do not and would not do all within my power. Oh, as it happens, I do not and would do all within my power to aid your cause. With that settled, might I suggest you rest a while? Proving oneself to Heidelin is never easy, and despite our unparalleled genius, we'll need a day to make the necessary calculations. You may as well take advantage of it. You can chart a course through the Sea of Stars in a single day. Ye gods! Shall we head above ground for some fresh air then? And perhaps a nap. Or a long cry session in the shower might be, an option as well. That'd be a decent option. Man, we've lost Minfilia and Heidelin now. I'm gonna have to go give Reen a giant hug just as a way of being like, we lost everybody else, but at least we got you, all right? I'm giving y'all hugs because I can. Oh, we missed Lalaki. There we go. All right. Let's go take a nap. Krinika, you said that nothing bad happens. You said nothing bad was gonna happen, but Heidelin is gone. That's like one of the worst things that could happen. Ugh. I've been expecting you. I heard about your foray into the ethereal sea. The students have ventured far and wide, but never quite as deep as that. Are you experiencing any after effects from your prolonged exposure? Nausea? Dizziness? Hauntings? Oh man, Heidelin, come back and talk to us again. We'll never hear her voice again. Well, have a pleasant sleep. If you do experience any unusual phenomenon, please let me know. I shall add it to our records. All right. Wrapping it up. Gotta end on a cliffhanger, as always. The cliffhanger is just, what are we gonna do? Like, how could we sleep after all that? We sleep fully geared and fully equipped, ready to jump at a moment's notice. No matter what happens, we were always ready.
There you are. Some time, indeed, yes. For you, at least.
Okay. Ethereal Sea.
Believe me, I'd meant to get some proper sleep. But here we are, drifting along instead. Well, well, you too. And so we remain, to watch and wonder.
The voice is kind of like Hythlodeus. But the music is Emmett Selk.
Yes, indeed.
Thanks for answering me.
To begin, we first must see the end.
Man, it was so funny when I called, what's his name, Fandaniel? It's like, it's Fandaniel. Like, oh, well, no, I mean, yes, but actually, no. Is it a good thing that the moon is gone? Xenos, did you destroy the moon? We needed that! He probably took it for a joyride. Probably took it for a joyride. Well, who is that? We must first see the end. To begin, you must see the end? Is that just like you must see this through to the end before you can start the new beginning? Park the moon out back. I mean, yeah, why couldn't we just bring the moon down and everyone can just jump on board? Why do we need an extra ship to send people up and down, right? Unnecessary. Oh, man. My heart is definitely broken about Hydaelyn. I always felt like we were going to end up fighting Hydaelyn, but I didn't think that she would be, like, gone. Like... She said it was just a test. Just a test. What a mess. We're gonna have to find the strength to carry on, even without her. We'll just have to, I don't know, trust in the Lalas? That seems like a very dangerous thing to do. Gone but never forgotten. Man, I don't know who I'm more broken up about now. I'm broken about everybody. How about that? Just everybody's we're equally sad that everybody that's gone. We're not gonna pick favorites here, or least favorites. All right, let's get one group picture and we'll call it a night. Thank you all for coming out and for bearing with the sadness and bearing with the the heartbreak. Yeah. Is there a one for hope? There, we'll do harsh fist pump. The harsh. There, we'll do that. That's a good one to do. That's a good one to do. I was gonna be like, where did everybody go? Oh, what a great photo. Oh, that's actually really good. Look at everybody. All right, y'all have my permission to frame this and put it on the wall. That's too good. That's so good. I love that. Sending the love to heal our hearts, the broken hearts. Thank you all for coming out. I know that we're ending a smidgen early, but it's actually a pretty decent time. And yeah, thank you for bearing with our 2 Wednesdays streams. We will not be doing a stream next week. So for those of you who have so much to wait for Dawn Trail, we'll not be doing another stream before Dawn Trail. So the next time that I'll see you all stream-wise, you'll be deep into the bowels of Dawn Trail, and I hope that you enjoy it. I hope it is great and just fun. Definitely going to be great. So, oh, Final Fantasy is down next Thursday anyway. Perfect timing. Great. Great. That's actually the reason I'm going on vacation, is because Final Fantasy is down. But no, it'll be awesome, and I look forward to hearing how much you all are enjoying Dawn Trail. And yeah, we'll be downing those trails so hard. Like, we'll be ending those walks so hard. End the walk, that way we don't have to do it in the future. You know, no more walks. We're done with them. End of all walks. I'll see you on the Discord. Have a great one. Bye. Sadness.